And we're live. Hello there. How's it going? It's been a little while. I figured it's been a little while since you and I have had like a one-on-one talk like this, just no long video or nothing. So I just figured it'd be a good time to get some more Jeff office hours in, say what's up, and yeah. So shoot me your questions. Let's talk a little bit and see what's going on. 9 plus 10 is 20, 22, I think, 21, something like that. What's going on, guys? How you doing? Hello, Vortigaunt and stuff, and Joshua. How you guys doing? Hello, hi. Welcome in, guys. Welcome in. How you doing, Evan? And yeah, just man, there's some people coming in here. Hey, how you doing, Galaxy? Hello, Christian. Time zone. Oh, Zane. Oh, jeez. Oh, you guys going? Okay, hold. Oh my goodness. Okay, all right. Everyone's coming. Oh no, my thing connected. That's not good. Did it pause anything? Oh, no, we're good. Thank you for that super chat already, Josh. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. Thank you very much. Got that ping. What's going on, guys? Hello, hi, Zach. Hey, Sean, Sammy, King, Gamer, Ultra Gamer Austin. You're a regular. I've seen you around before. And yeah. What's going on? Hey, hi. Hello, Matt. Joshua, another $1. Jeez, look at you. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. How's the stream look, by the way, guys? Everything, you can hear me okay? Everything looks good? I just want to be sure because I was having a lot of issues with my mic leading up to this. Okay. All right. Sweet. That's all I need to hear. Somebody told me a long time ago that, like, the best compliment or the best audio and the best video will usually be not recognized, and I think that's a great idea because like most people aren't going to be looking like, oh crap, the audio sounds like crap or whatever. Okay, question time. Let's see what's going on here. Will you do Wii U content? Yes, but it might be a little bit later. Honestly, I don't know if you guys noticed that the heat on Nintendo content is kind of like really bad right now, especially because my buddy Russ recently did a video on Wii U stuff and he got copyright struck by Nintendo, and it wasn't like a copyright claim or anything where they just wanted to take down the video. No, they like said strike one, it's on your channel permanently, and it's just that's it. It's pretty bad. I'll have to wait probably and see. How do I mod an Xbox 360 without opening it up? You can't. There is no software mods for Xbox 360, unfortunately. The only way you can mod it is by opening it up and soldering it like 2 points. Although I will say, soldering has actually gotten, like, the points that you need to solder have gotten way easier over the years. Before, it used to be like 40 different wires. Then it went down to like 15 wires, then 12 wires. And I think you only need like 2 wires now. So it's not bad, you know? Oh my goodness. Oh, Joshua, another $2. I got a Steam Deck OLED today, or yesterday. Congratulations, man. That's great to hear. What are you going to play? What are you going to be playing on it? Have any opinion on the Crash Bandicoot series? I remember being a lot more into it when I was a kid. I don't know what happened. I think it's just like the super long gap in games was what made me be like, maybe like not lose interest, I would say, but just not get into it anymore. And that really sucks because at that point I already played a bunch of other games, and I feel like if there wasn't that long of a gap, I'd probably still be playing it today. But I don't know. Let's see. Switch games, Wii U games, very cool. Will there be a teardown video of modding a 360 and also review? Man, I have to get my hands on a 360, which is a little bit hard right now because, you know, like I know a lot of people are trying to like keep their 360s right now that the shop shut down. But maybe in the future, yeah, I would love to do that. But just right now, I still have to do a lot of research on the 360. I don't know a lot about the 360 or the modding scene of the 360 a lot. That's how a lot of these videos actually get made. We end up like I just learn. I just go out and learn all this information, and then I go present it to you guys. You got beta access to the Uncharted 3 multiplayer. I have not. I tried joining the server. I think it's really simple. They just ask you to like verify that you actually have PlayStation Network in any form, and then once you do, they'll let you in, which is kind of cool. But no, I haven't gotten a chance to try it out just yet. I'm busy with a few other projects. A hacked Switch 2 video. Not anytime soon, just because, again, like Nintendo's being kind of a dick right now, especially leading up to their Switch successor. So it's probably not going to be anytime soon, just because Nintendo stuff is very scary right now. What you playing? Recently, I've been like finally getting through Cyberpunk. I bought this game like 3 years ago, and I never touched it. The only time I would go in there is like to tweak my settings and then walk around the city and be like, wow, this is nice. And then just never do anything else in the game and then just like leave after like 20 minutes. But now I'm getting deep into the story, like actually deep in the storyline, and it's like pretty decent. I kind of like it. It's good. I enjoy it a lot. You know what's so funny to me? I noticed that it has like Elden Ring level. I don't know if this makes sense. It has Elden Ring levels of lore in it. Like you can just keep going over and over and over again, and just like any little like topic, any like the BDs or like the guns or anything else, or the people or the cities or the little towns or whatever. Everything has like 17 chapters of lore behind it, and I think that's really really cool. Because like while Elden Ring stuff is very much like, oh well, once great ruler, once ruled this land or whatever. Cyberpunk is more like, you know, oh, I can see how they went from Blu-rays to that. That makes sense. From Blu-rays to this, yeah, that makes sense. How you doing, son? Welcome, dude. Oh, Joshua, hey, another super chat. Jesus, lifting to dead tones. Yes, a little bit. I feel like I've answered this question a little bit. But yeah, a little bit. I just need to get into it a little bit more. Any update on the PS5 jailbreaking scene? Yeah, so they just cracked the kernel, I think it was, or what was it? The hypervisor? No, they just cracked the hypervisor for firmwares 2.0 and below, if I'm getting that right. So what that means is pretty soon 2.0 and below will be able to do a lot more stuff. People just need to implement it. The groundwork has been laid out, which is good. It's possible. We know we can just completely bust open the PS5, but we need some groundwork. That's kind of the big one. Best console to play retro games on a TV without soldering if possible. It depends how far you want to go up. Do you want to do like, are you good with like PS2, GameCube, Wii? Or do you want to go to like PS3, 360, PS3, 360 and like Switch and Wii U? It's all dependent on that. Can you do that in My Name is Jeff? You're funny. Do you think it's worth getting a Nintendo Switch this late into its life cycle? Would you recommend the Switch Lite? If you could pick one up for cheap, I wouldn't say buy one new anymore. That's probably, the time for that has already passed. If you can buy one secondhand or used, definitely. I know the Switch Lite is getting a lot of really cool mods right now. What's his name? Taki Udon. And I pre-ordered one earlier. Taki Udon is releasing an OLED mod for the Switch Lite and releasing an HDMI mod for the Switch Lite. So you're going to be able to hook it up to an external TV and play that way, which is super, super cool. Will you make a video on PS Vita modding? Yes, absolutely, absolutely. Just because I really like that thing, and I think it's time. I think it's time to like finally show off all the cool stuff we can do. Do you have any contact with any PS5 jailbreak devs? Not necessarily. I don't think so. But I wouldn't be questioned. Like, if maybe I could just like reach out to them, they'd probably be willing to talk to me. But yeah, what's your hair routine? Honestly, shampoo, hair mask, air dry. That's it, really. Only thing is, don't condition your roots. That's not good. Don't condition your roots because that's actually not good for your hair. Just condition the strands and all that stuff. You'll be fine. Is there a way to play PS3 on Switch? No. Will you play Fortnite Festival with fans? That'd be cool. That'd be really cool. The issue is copyright. I really hate that. Maybe I can go into Twitch. Is Twitch more lenient with copyright stuff? I remember I can get away, like back when I used to stream like maybe 8-9 years ago. Twitch was a lot more lenient with copyright stuff. They would just mute your VOD afterwards. I don't know if that's it. Like I don't know if that does anything else, but they still do that. But maybe Twitch would be the best thing for that. Really enjoy your content. Keep it up. Thank you, DJ. Appreciate you. Daily censor VODs. Okay, cool. So I can still make monies and all that stuff. Very, very good. Are you excited keeping up with Sonic Shadow Generations? I haven't. I remember playing Sonic Generations like on my PS3 years ago, and I thought it was really cool, but I think the frame rate was what put me off to it and didn't have a PC at the time. I think would now be a good time to get into it. I remember seeing it. I thought it was really, really cool. We make a tutorial to play Rock Band on RPCS3. There are a ton of really good Rock Band tutorials on RPCS3 already, which I think is awesome. It's a really great way to just kind of play and just like, emulate everything. I don't think I need to be the one to make that. There's probably other people who are more qualified to record that for sure. But me personally, maybe not. Probably not. This isn't a question about playing, New Super Mario Bros. 2 on my 3DS. Thanks to your modding videos, and I got one, and I modded it and I love it so much. That's awesome, Jacob. I'm glad to hear that. That's great to hear. That's really, really good. Jeff just came across your channel this last week and thought your videos were very good. Keep up the great work. Thank you, Banjo. I appreciate you, buddy. Oh, man, you guys are so nice. Very nice. Room tour. You do not want to see what's behind this camera. I promise you. And behind this camera is just a mess of just boxes and cables and wires and microphones and camera equipment. It's not good. You don't want that. You both mix my favorite interest, bonding consoles and Rock Band. Yeah, dude. I always said this before, but Rock Band was actually the reason that I got into like growing out my hair. Like when I was 11 or 12 years old. It was Christmas 2008. I remember I got Rock Band, like the giant set, and I remember making my character creation, my create a Rockstar creator screen, and I remember being like, oh, hey, long hair looks pretty sweet. Let me try that out. Before that, I just had a buzz cut all the time. Could you imagine me with a buzz cut? I can't. Best console play retro games without soldering up to PS2, but mainly GBA and 3DS. Okay, to play on a TV. Ah, man, there's so many things I could play PS2. Do you want to port it? Well, okay, let's assume it's just for home, right? I honestly think just like, what do you call those? Like the mini PCs? The mini PCs would be really, really good for that. There's like a bunch of these like really powerful, like AMD powered mini PCs that you can just chuck under your entertainment center and then just like play all your computer games there and then just like hang out and just play PS2 and all that stuff. And you'll be fine. You will need to put some like legwork into doing the software stuff though. I'll give you that. You do have to put some work into the software. Are you planning on showing different tech than gaming stuff, like more computer, mobile content and stuff about old TVs? Yes, Prod. Actually, I'm glad you mentioned that because the next video that I'm doing actually has nothing to do with gaming at all. And I'm really, here's the thing. I'm really scared, honestly, just because like anything that isn't gaming seems to perform very badly on the channel, which is kind of sad because if I don't make good performing videos, I can't afford to continue to keep making videos. It's kind of like a sad loop, unfortunately. But this one, I feel like I'm gonna be okay, and I have the backs of a sponsor, which means that no matter what happens, I'm gonna be able to have enough money to like continue making videos for another month. And it's this thing. Do you guys know what this is? Actually, I don't know if you guys know what this is. Do you guys know what this is? Yes, I've been working a lot with this. This is currently running some custom firmware that's like broken at the moment, but this is the Spotify car thing. I was really interested in seeing how the modding scene kind of evolved with this thing because believe it or not, there's like a few hundred people that are working really diligently on making sure this thing isn't obsolete or a paperweight come December. So like I'm actually really excited for that. Yes, it's really, really cool. It's gonna be really cool to see it. I'm really excited because like I thought what's gonna be able to you can like run a non-premium version of Spotify on this. That's not fun. There's really cool stuff on here. I'm actually having some friends help me out create a program. I hope they're watching, by the way. They've been really helpful with this. Create a program that will allow me to run Doom on it. Run Doom. Yes, I'm really hoping it works. We're still not sure if it's going to work or not, but I'm really, really hoping that it works. What are some of your favorite YouTube channels? I've been watching a lot of your stuff, Annie Austin and Famicon. Famicon? Is it Famicon? I feel like it's Famicon. Famicon is cool. Really, really cool. I know exactly what you're talking about. What have I been watching recently, though? That's a great question. Man, let me look through my YouTube stuff. That's a great question. Just because it's been a little while, you know what I mean? Oh yeah, this is a lot of like non-tech stuff though, I'll give you that. Zachary Smeagol, very cool guy. He's making a lot of good, really long like video essay stuff. I actually helped him out, like pick out his camera and all that stuff for his recent video. I don't know if you guys know who Zachary Smeagol is. Super cool guy. I've been watching Computer Clan. Computer Clan I've been watching dude since I was like, I want to say like maybe like still just out of high school type stuff. Explore With Us. That has absolutely nothing to do with tech or gaming, but I like the way that their videos are presented. It's very like not emotion based or anything like that, and not like narrative based. It's very just here are the facts, here's the stuff. Like you come up with your own conclusion. I think that's really cool. Mr. Rightway, really cool video game tech collector, all that stuff. Really, really cool to see. Super cool guy. I hope to maybe I would love to like talk with him or speak with him one day. He seems like a really chill guy. Jonathan Morrison has been doing some really interesting like tech reviews, but not reviews in the sense of like, this is what the device does. It's more like this is how this device can improve your life. And here are the ways that it improves your life rather than just focusing on the device itself, like specs and all that stuff. Because in my opinion, tech reviews like that are getting kind of like overrated, and finding new approaches like that, like Jonathan Morrison is doing, super cool to see. Super duper cool to see. And I think he's local too, so kind of cool. You watch Wade's channel, Dank Pods, Garbage Time. Dank Pods comes in and out. I watch his like car channel every once in a while. When that comes up on my feed. His car channel is really interesting for me. I don't know why. The whole thing is shot on an iPhone, and it looks super cool because like it maintains your attention, which is super cool to see. Do you know any underrated games? I really like Neon White. It's gonna sound really corny, but I've been playing through Neon White, and that game has everything that I love in a game or love in general. They got Machine Girl doing the soundtrack. They got like that one guy from like COD Zombies doing the voiceovers. The art style's amazing. It just moves really fast. There's like speed running and shit. Like it's all quippy and like fat. I love it. Everything about Neon White is amazing. Go play Neon White. It can go on sale for like $15 a lot. What was your interest to emulation? I don't know, honestly. I guess the closest thing would be what emulation? Maybe like those, like, remember those like Game Boy Advance carts that would have like a bunch of that would have a bunch of like NES and SNES games on it that you could pick up from like a flea market. I remember getting one of those. That was cool. My mom bought it for like $15, and you know what I found out later, and I was really sad because I remember like a year passed or something, and that cart didn't work anymore. And I was sad. I was like, what did I do? I took really good care of this thing, whatever. I later found out, now that I'm older, I went to go look up what these carts did. Some of these carts were explicitly sold with a time bomb inside of it. And the only reason it had a time bomb in it was just to make, like, the only reason it existed was just to make you go back and buy another cart. That's it. The only reason it had that was to go back and make you buy another cart. That was so scummy. I really hated that. Quality looks pretty good. Thank you. Appreciate you. I spent a lot of time getting this. Like, dude, I was like back here like 2 hours making sure everything looked good. First ever console you modded, I want to say it was my PS3 when I was like still like a teenager. I really wanted to figure out how to use Hen or something. And I remember going to my friend's house and he had him on a PS3 and he was showing me all the cool like Modern Warfare 3 cheats that he had. And I was like, that's so cool. I want to do that. How do I do that? And yeah, the rest is history. What music genres have you been bumping this day? This is sad, bro. Like, I'm not sad. This is weird. Recently, I don't know what happened. I'm going back into like the Machine Girl type era vibe because there's like a lot of new artists that are kind of like evolving on Machine Girl's sound, but like in a good way. You guys are familiar with Femtinel? Femtinel and Feminem, I think, are probably like the leaders in what this is going to do. By the way, I'm first up friends with Feminem, by the way. I love Feminem. She's so cool. Go listen to her music. Her music is really, really cool. But yeah, Femtinel, Feminine, Machine Girl. I'm going back into that era of just music for some reason. I remember thinking it was like cringe when I was in high school, but I think I'm getting to the age where it's just like I stopped caring about what other people think, and I'm just gonna go enjoy it if I think that's cool, you know? Since your Halo video, your camera was so fucking smooth. It looks great. Thank you. Thank you. Not fentanyl. Fem, like F-E-M, tanil. You know? Yeah, you love Femtinel. Yeah, you got to know who I'm talking about. You guys know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Femtinel is really, really cool. Do you edit your own videos or do you have someone else edit for you? The way your videos are made are top notch and fun to watch. Easy to adjust from drum is like. So, little fun fact, the last 3 videos on this channel were not entirely edited by me, which is really cool to see. If the viewers aren't seeing a difference, I think that's really interesting. This person, his name is Dibble, I want to say. Well, his real name is like Ryan or something, but I talked to him as Ryan, but his real name is like, username is like Dibble or whatever. He's been helping me a lot in terms of like compiling timelines together. I still send him a script and I still have final say as to what goes in and goes out. But basically he helps me. You probably noticed there's like an uptick in recent videos. It's because he helps me just compile the entire video in a timeline. And then I can go in afterwards and be like, okay, if this looks kind of, I can this and that. It saves me 9% of the time. And because of that, I'm able to kind of push out videos a little bit faster, which is kind of cool. I'm hoping to see how it goes, but shout out my editor. Yes, I do have one editor now, which is cool. But for the most part, I still do stuff like color grading. I still do things like scripting and filming and all that stuff. The only thing I really get some help with now is just editing. So, yeah. You fuck with Femtinel, not Fent. Man, you guys are gonna think I'm a drug addict right here or something. Your answer already. Will the mix switch lead to an open source cart mod for downloading digital content? I don't think so, because the mix switch isn't doing anything super new. It really is just like a repackage of just trying to like take the home of a current existing unmodified RIP and then just changing it from there, like, and then just like sticking it in from there. But other than that, I don't see it any opening at any sort of ways to go for like modding or anything. It's literally just for backups. It's just for downloading and storing your backups. You planning on making a video on iPods or mods of them? I would love to. I don't know much about it, but it sounds like a really fun project to get into and start learning about stuff. Like I said, non-gaming stuff on the channel doesn't perform very well, and that sucks because if that video doesn't perform well, I literally cannot afford to make more videos, which is really scummy. It's just kind of how YouTube works, unfortunately. Ask any of your YouTube creators, like, it's the same thing. If one video doesn't do well, suddenly that's just like, oh shit, like, well, I can't afford to do the rest of the videos because those videos cost money and stuff. But I'm hoping that maybe we can do something cool there and maybe do an iPod video, but I'd have to check. I'm gonna do a video on the Spotify CarPlay thing, on that Spotify car thing, excuse me, and then see if that performs well. If that performs well, yeah, I'll probably give an iPod video a shot, you know? These videos aren't edited by Jeff entirely. I can't fuck with the videos anymore. Hey, you didn't notice up until now. So what did that say about the editor? Favorite console? Definitely got to be either the Vita or the 3DS. I don't know. Those still have like this weird charm to them that I think this was like the last generation of that type of charm that I haven't seen in newer consoles anymore. Not on the Switch, not on the PS5 or the Xbox Series. Maybe a little bit on the Xbox Series, but PS5 and Switch, not really. They're so dry now. They're so bland. They're so sterile. That's the word I would use. Sterile. I don't know. I just feel like PS Vita and the 3DS both have their own special flavors of just personality. Of like, hey, we're our own thing. We're so unique and we're special and we're personalized and you can like customize us to any way that you want. PS5 just 4 years in, just barely got wallpapers. We just barely got wallpapers, dude. Come on, like that's unacceptable. Or wait. Hold on. I went away from the chat. I actually can't see the chat very well. I know you want to see this, but I just want to let you know I really like your videos. Oh, thank you, Trees. I appreciate you, buddy. Trees. I got a PS Classic after your video on it, but I don't use it because there aren't any advancements in the modding. Yeah, I feel like the modding for the PlayStation Classic has kind of like reached like its end game already. It's like this is as much as we can push out of it. It can do maybe like PS1, and that PSP, and that's about it. I'm really curious to hear what you guys might think would be a best, like how else we can pursue modding on the PlayStation Classic, really. Because it's not very powerful. I want you to remember that it's not very powerful. Even on some PSP games, it already on most PSP games, it already lags. So I don't know. You got a PS TV? I wish I had a PS TV, bro. I remember they were going like on clearance for like $30 at Best Buy when I was like still in high school, and I was like, God, I should have gotten one of those. What's your opinion on the retro players, and how long do you think we'll see a new generation of those retro players? I'm not too familiar with those actually. Get some water. I'm a little thirsty. Just found your channel last week. Enjoying the content. Keep up the good work. Thank you. Thank you very much. I really do appreciate that. There was a Mod 360 available parts. Yeah, I'd say so. The 360 is officially end of life now, so a lot of people are usually waiting until a console becomes end of life to like finally start like messing around with it. So best time to do it right now, actually, honestly. Retron Sentinel to analog. Oh, neat. Another handheld thing. I have a whole like bunch of thoughts about the handheld systems, the handheld market, honestly. I'm actually kind of peeved about that because I was actually gonna talk to, I was in talks with, actually I shouldn't say name. I was in talks with a certain handheld company, a really popular handheld company. And I asked, listen, I want to kind of dip my toes into like reviewing or doing fun things with those handhelds. Would you be willing to send me one? And they said, sure, for sure, we'll send you one. And then they sent me the wrong one. And they're like, oh, we're sorry. We'll send you the other one when it's in stock. But for the meantime, you can have this one. Just do whatever you want with it. So I said, okay. I started playing with it. It was really cool. I already had an idea of like what video I kind of wanted to do with it. I started writing out a script for it. And as I was writing the script, they announced like the successor to that. That they were announcing. Actually, no. They announced like 4 more handheld consoles, like all in one go. And I was like, oh, guys, you're killing me here. What the hell? Like, wait a minute. Like my videos are meant to be evergreen. They're meant to be relevant for like a little while. Like if you're telling me that this video is going to be outdated even before I even hit publish on the video, what are we doing here? Let's see. I'm not gonna. Oh man, there's a lot of really interesting. There's a lot of interesting. What do you call it? There's a lot of interesting. What is it? Guesses here, but I'm not gonna say which one exactly. Any Sega console you recommend modding besides Dreamcast? I don't think Sega had anything else in like the Master System, and I'm not too familiar with the Master System or the Genesis or anything like that. So, yeah, I want to start a channel about old computers and old tech. Do you have any advice? Just start. Honestly, just start. I think the best time is just to go. I remember thinking so much about my first video, and I still kind of struggle with it today. Actually, where like I spend so much time trying to think about the perfect way of presenting a video. And by the time I finish it, I hit live and I can finally, and it takes about a month for me. By the time I finish and the video's already up, I noticed that my competitors have already uploaded 3 to 4 more videos in the time that it took for me to do that. So don't worry about the details. You'll get better with that over time. And I'm noticing that the more I just rush myself out of there, the more I realize that, hey, most people still enjoy the videos, you know? What software do you use to video edit? Oh, man. So literally up until like last month, I was on Premiere because that's where 90% of my expertise is. But I really, really like the color grading on DaVinci Resolve. I will say though, I don't like one more over the other just because I feel like each one of them has had their own issues in terms of editing and color grading stuff. So I didn't really upgrade in any way by moving from Premiere to DaVinci other than just like it's free. But even then I still have to pay because any services that I really wanted to use, like 4K encoding, is behind a paywall. So I have to pay for the license. A buddy might help me out with the license there. But I don't really feel like I upgraded or anything. It just feels like I exchanged my problems with Premiere for a new slew of problems with DaVinci. But yeah, I'm going back and forth there. Will you do a Wii U modding video? Yeah, again, I think Nintendo stuff will have to kind of like keep on the low for a little bit until life can figure out what's going on with Nintendo. Because have you guys heard what's been going on with Nintendo recently? They've been going like a lot of different, like, they've been busy. They've been busy. Man, they've been really, really busy. It's been a lot of stuff for the most part. Like, I know a lot of my friends, not a lot of my friends, a few of my friends have been starting to get copyright struck for older videos, which is kind of annoying. Not only that, did you guys hear what happened with Ryujinx? You know, Ryujinx was like devastating for me. Man, sorry. Ryujinx has been devastating, honestly, just because that was the other big emulator and Switch emulator, and they just got rid of it for, I'll be honest, it feels like it was kind of like a, you know, like when someone like grabs your arm or whatever, just like, hey, like twist your arms and just like, hey, do that thing. That's what it felt like, honestly. It felt like they were just like twisting the guy's arms like, hey, can you kindly take that down? Thanks. That's all. And they just had, no, they didn't have to, but like, you know, the plea deal is very much, hey, take this down, and we won't sue you for every penny you have. I think that's really aggravating, honestly. You know what the big thing is for me too, is that a lot of people are saying they're allowed to protect their stuff. They're allowed to like protect this and stuff. Honestly, the people that are defending Nintendo's actions in a country where, at least specifically for here in the US, specifically for a country where like this stuff has already been established and is good and has been fought over in court, not just once, but multiple times. People still seem to think that like Bleem versus Sony Entertainment was like the only case where emulation was put into question. No, there's been multiple of these. Honestly, the people that are defending that it's kind of gross. Just because it's like, dude, like they're kind of like impeding on your own rights, and then, you know, for whatever reason it may be. And here's the thing, right? I think a lot of people think it's because pirates are doing this. Oh, they're gonna be losing money. Or they're gonna be moving out of the way or some shit. Like, Nintendo has plenty of money. I can assure you. They're like number 2 or number 3. I think they're number 2 now in terms of like video game stuff. So they're good. It's not about money anymore. And I'm starting to realize that. The way that it was explained to me is that it's no longer about money. It's about time. Yes, they will be losing a little bit of money by leaving emulators up. That's fine. Everyone does, right? Everyone will lose a little bit of money, but it's not a consequential amount of money for people to be like, damn, guess I got to buy a Switch now. That's not how that works. What they're fighting for is your time. Yes, you can go out and play those emulators, right? But if you're playing the Switch emulator or you're playing the Wii U emulator, guess what? You're not talking or spending any time with the new Switch 2 or whatever it's going to be called, right? You're not going to be playing those games. You're not going to be giving it to their Nintendo their Nintendo systems. You're not going to be going to their multiplayer matches. You're not going to be going to Splatfest, or you're not going to be spending time on any of that. You're going to be spending time over here, and they can't make any sort of relevance over here, unfortunately. They can't do anything there. So what they do is they make sure that you don't have any way of touching this stuff, so you can't spend your time on this. You have to spend your time on what they're currently making money on, which is Splatfest, Switch successor and all that stuff. You know what I mean? That's how I see it. I don't know. That's telling us Switch 2 will have similar architecture. I could totally see that too. Yeah, because like imagine all the discussion being about, well, you know, Ryujinx can actually play this game at 4K 60 FPS with like reshade and a bunch of high resolution textures. It's like, okay, cool, but you're not talking about the Switch 2 anymore. And they don't like that. They don't like that. They're at this point, they understand that people only have so much time in the day to actually like spend time doing what they like, and they would prefer that if they had any choice on it, to let that time be spent on their new stuff where they can keep making money and keep relevance, if that makes sense. Okay, that's my rant on that. I'm sorry. That was like a big thing. I'm so sorry. Man. What are your opinion about the PS5 Pro? Okay, so the PS5 Pro, maybe I'm just getting old or something, right? Listen, I remember growing up as a teenager, I was the graphics snob. I was the one that, like, if I could get like 20 more frames on a PC than I can like on a PS3 or a PS4, I would go do it. I would just go like whatever. I'd find the way to play that or whatever. If it meant if I was on PC, right, and the graphic settings were like on ultra, if I can get 60 frames if it's on medium, but I can get 30 frames if it's on ultra, I will always pick ultra no matter what. That being said, I don't understand the point of the PS5 Pro. Because I'm the graphics hog. Maybe it's to the point where I'm just getting older now, but like the PS5 games graphics wise look good. Like they look pretty decent. You know what I mean? I don't have any complaints about them really. I don't know anyone that was complaining that the PS5 was like not a good looking console. You know what I mean? So to me, it's like, what is the point of this? Now I understand that for sure. Like the PS5 Pro is like, there's performance mode and there's fidelity modes on PS5 games, right? The idea is that for the PS5 Pro, at least I understand that it's supposed to be like, you don't have to choose anymore. You can have both fidelity mode and 60 frames, which is great. But like I said, performance mode games still look really good. I don't think there's many people that I know personally that are actually going out of the way to enable ray tracing on their PS5 games, just because like what I think they said like 78% of players. I think they said 78% of players are like picking performance mode every time they open up a game. So it doesn't make sense to me. And then on top of that, the price. Oh my God. Yeah, the price. The price kind of bums me out because like I remember there was a point in time where these when the PS4 Pro came out, it was like, okay, this is going to be replacing the current system, but we're also going to be price dropping the current PS4 to a PS4 Slim. It's going to cost $300. And if you want to upgrade, you can get the PS4 Slim. You can get the PS4 Pro for $400, I think it was, right? So everything got a price drop. No, the PS5 is staying exactly the same price. And if you want to upgrade, you can spend $780 just because, well, it doesn't come with a disk drive, which is kind of a bummer too. Man, that sucks. That's not no pro device. Come on, dude. Like the more I think about it, the less it makes sense to me, honestly. They could have even marketed it as a way to being like, hey, you know what? If you pre-order if you pre-order now, we'll toss in the disk drive for free, just to incentivize people to finally get into it. But no, they're really nickel and diming you for a freaking stand. Like that's lame. And I know for my editor, he was telling me last time, I was like, what do you think about the PS5 Pro? Bro, he lives in like the UK. It's over $1,000 there, dude. It's over $1,000. I cannot fathom spending that much on a console. At that point, dude, I have my own issues with PC, but at that point, just get a PC. It's just, again, I have my own thoughts on PCs. I don't think that they're the most intuitive things to work on. I don't think that they're able to just kind of step in and just pop in and play. So like, but in spite of that, I still think it'd be a better deal, a better value than the PS5 Pro. I don't know. I'm rambling here. I'm so sorry. Oh man. Hey, super chat. Thank you. Have you heard of other Valve porting SteamOS to other handhelds okay, let me answer your question in just a second. Let me finish up this thought about the PS5 Pro. Cause like, dude, I've been riled up about this for like a few weeks now. Cause just like, maybe I am just getting old. Are there genuinely people out, like, maybe correct me if I'm wrong here. Are there genuinely people out there that are complaining that the PS5 graphics don't look good enough? Like, are we sure? Have you seen like Spider-Man, and have you seen like Elden Ring? Have you seen Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart? Like, these are good looking, like really good looking games. Notable step ups from the PS4. Demon's Souls is like one of my favorite examples to look at and be like, look, this game looks incredible on the PS5. Like, are these really people that are complaining about that? Like, I don't know. For me, it's like it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense to me. So I'll have to wait and see. I will say I do find it kind of hilarious that you can go to like Sony's website right now and go buy a PS5 Pro just because there's not enough demand for them to meet the supply thing. So it's not like instantly selling out like we expected it to. Like, no, you can go buy one right now if you want. But yeah, maybe I'll probably buy it, but probably buy it closer to launch though. Just if I can see if I can do anything interesting with it, because other than that, like I said, I don't see a big point in buying one. Honestly, my PS5 works just fine. Honestly, I don't know. Gamer's getting old. Let's see. Jeff, you've heard of Valve porting SteamOS to other handhelds such as the ROG Ally and other handhelds. Yes, I'm very excited for that. I feel like having like a collective shared operating system for all of them to like work together on for porting like handheld games is really, really cool. I remember for the reason I have the ROG Ally, right? I mean, I don't have it, but a friend of mine got it and he let me play around with it. And I do have the Steam Deck and I did load Windows on that. And both times I remember thinking that, damn, the experience for the Windows experience for handheld is just not there. It's just not good at all. It's not designed for it in any way, and it's just not a very good experience. So for me to be able to hear that, like maybe we can load on SteamOS on an ROG Ally or something else, that'd be really cool. I know there's like kind of like tinkery, hackery ways of doing it, but it's not very stable. And I would actually like to have like proper support for like my software if possible. You know what I mean? That's all. What do you know about the Delta emulator? I have it at the moment. I'm just wondering what you were thinking. Love your vids, by the way. Thank you, Gorilla. I like the Delta emulator. I've been playing Pokemon Emerald on there again just because that was the one game I remember playing still. I still have it on my phone, actually. But I still like it. I do have a whole video about it if you want to go check it out. Actually, it's on my channel. I only have like 6 videos this year, so it wouldn't be hard to find. I have a whole video about how I use Delta and how I think it's really cool how you can cast it to the TV and do like dual screen DSs and like multiplayer and casting it to your MacBook and all that stuff. I think that's really, really cool. And I know for a fact now that they're working on device-to-device multiplayer. I can't wait for that. I really can't wait for that. That's going to be awesome. Thanks. Oh, thank you, Joshua. Another $2. Appreciate you. Are you editing on your Mac? Yes. So all the stuff I do is on the Mac. Like I said, I do still edit like 10% of my videos now, but I still do it on my Mac. Everything's done on my Mac just because it's the only thing that's still really reliable and, you know, competitive, I guess I would say. This is almost going to be a 4-year-old Mac, and it's still like serving me really, really well. I'm so happy, dude. I'm so happy. This is like the best. I remember I was a college kid when I bought this still, and I was so hesitant to buy this thing because I was like, I don't know if this is going to work out for me. Like, what if I spend this money on this machine and like YouTube doesn't work out and it was like for nothing and I'm just like in a bunch of debt because I didn't manage to pay off this Mac. But it's definitely earned its place for sure. Like I'm very happy with this thing. I'm so happy that it came out this way. Like all of it is still here. It's almost going to be a 4-year-old MacBook and it's still kicking. It's still kicking like crazy. No, that's not true actually. But yeah, I still like this thing a lot. Also, it's dead silent right now. You guys probably can't even tell, but it's dead silent. It's streaming and encoding and recording and has like 6 other Chrome tabs open. It's dead silent. The fan's not even on. That's really cool. All right. Sorry. Do not get into trouble showing homebrew stuff. Homebrew is legal in the United States. Modifying your own hardware is legal as long as you don't like try to distribute it or sell it or anything like that. So it's fine. I've never had an issue with that, thankfully. It's usually the gray areas are when people start pirating stuff. I think people tend to associate homebrew with pirating, and those are 2 completely different topics. I mean, I just cover homebrew stuff, finding the ways to have complete control over the products, the hardware that you've bought. Like, for example, the Spotify car thing, which, again, I'm doing a video on this, but it's like the best example I can give. Oh, wait, hold on. The Spotify car thing is the best example I can give of like why you should advocate for being able to homebrew and mod your own stuff. Because like I said, in 2 months, this thing is going to cease to work, and they're going to push an update that's going to remotely brick this thing, and Spotify's generalized devices safely dispose of it, as in throw it away. We're bricking it. But thanks to the help of modders, you know what I mean? We're able to still do really cool stuff with it. That's a good reason why people should be advocating for stuff like that. Okay. Sorry. What do you think is the best console setup to play? Let's see. Best setup console to play 90 to 9% of the console library: Atari, Switch, Xbox, PS5. I don't think there's a single console that can play Xbox games and PS5 games and Switch games and everything else just yet. Maybe hold out a little bit for that. Do you think that Switch emulation will come back after the Switch 2 comes out? I have no idea. It seems like Nintendo's been very adamant of just like not letting people do that because they know that they're going to have backwards compatibility on the Switch successor. So if they can backwards compat their way into like the current console, they're not going to be happy with that. So I don't think it's going to happen. Oh, there goes my AirPod. Man. We doing okay, guys? We doing all right? You have a recommendation for a console to start with? In terms of like, okay, I'm looking to start a modding consoles or something similar. You have a recommendation for a console to start with? In terms of like accessibility, if you have, odds are you probably already have either a PS3, a PS Vita, or a PSP, or a 3DS. In which case, any of those consoles, it's like 2 clicks to get it jailbroken, and from there, the possibilities are just like endless for how much cool stuff you can do with it. So definitely check out those. If you probably have one of those lying around, go check those out. It's very easy to get those modded. It takes like 2 clicks, and then you can go tinker, get a feel for it. And all of those are also consoles that it's like they're really hard. It's really hard to brick them. It's really hard to brick those consoles. So PSP, PS Vita, 3DS, PS3. Best recommendations in my opinion to get started. Favorite Tyler album? Ugh, man, I'm gonna show my age here, I guess, but like I will just Flower Boy. Honestly, for me was a very special time, just because like I associate that album now with like a certain period in my life where it was very much like I don't know what I'm doing right now, but I'm gonna try my best to just try for once in my life to just try to figure it out. And for me, I remember waking up and like playing that album and being like, this is like not the soundtrack exactly, but like I remember that was the album that I associated with a big part of like me like becoming from like a teenager to like an adult. And that was kind of huge for me. That was kind of huge. Follow-up would be Wolf. That's not true. Oh man. Okay, actually, I'm gonna piss some people off with this. I really like Bastard, but like I can't like officially say it's Bastard because I don't think Bastard officially ever came out. But Bastard is kicks ass. But it didn't age very well. Man, that aged like piss. You're gonna do a jailbroken Vita video? Yeah. Like I said, in the future, for sure. For sure. I have a laptop where I can play, but I mostly use for work, but I also have a more potent desktop that I only use for video games. Do you think I should install something like Bazai? I think I know what Bazai is. Let me see. I'm scared to like move anything right now because I might just unplug my everything. Oh, it's like a Linux fork of like a gaming focused Linux fork. That's cool. That's kind of cool. I never heard of this. This is nice. Ticket library anywhere. That's cool. Upgrade fearlessly. I've never heard of this. This is really cool. I'm gonna look into this. Thank you for that. Thank you for that suggestion. I'm gonna look into that for sure. It aged like 8th Switch emulation. Yeah. Take care, Gorilla buddy. Thanks for stopping by. What are your thoughts on the ROG Ally X for emulation? It's powerless to do Metal Gear Solid 4 Armor PCS3. I haven't tried the ROG Ally X in terms of emulation, just because I don't own one myself, because I already have a Steam Deck, right? From what I've seen from my Steam Deck, my Steam Deck can do some PS3 emulation, like only some, and even then, it's like not really. So I can't imagine it's very. Maybe it's a little bit better. Maybe it's a little bit better on ROG Ally X, especially because that's a new one, right? But I couldn't tell you. Definitely make a video on it. That'd be cool. I think if more people were like, I'm still a Windows guy. Well, I'm an everything guy, honestly. I have Windows. For the Spotify CarPlay video thing, I literally had to hop back and forth between Mac, Linux, and Windows just to get this thing running. But I think if there was more support for Linux, that'd be really, really cool in my opinion. That'd be really, really cool for like in gaming in general. Can you play Call of Duty online on the PS3 emulator? I think so. I want to say I think so, but also like I feel like there's like 40 other different ways you can play COD online if you wanted to, especially for the older games. So I don't know. What do you think of the Wii U modding? Are you gonna do a video on it? Like I said, Nintendo stuff right now is a little bit shaky, considering that they are on a strike spree on YouTube and for most other things, because I think they're really starting to crack down on everything. Because like, if people are talking about the newest update of Ryujinx or the newest Wii U emulator, instead of talking about the Switch 2, they can't make money off of that. So like, that's kind of why the big reason they're kind of cracking down on it. So I don't think we're going to see anything related to that anytime soon. Have you ever switched out the Joy-Con lock for Metal One? Yeah, like 6 times actually, just because it kept happening. It kept happening over and over again. I don't even take bad care of my stuff. I really like take care of my stuff. I don't toss my stuff around. But it happened to my Switch.
Happened to my lady's Switch. It happened to my lady's brother's Switch. It happened to my little sister's Switch. Happened to my friend's Switch. And it happened on both Joy-Cons each. So I'm like, what are they putting in these things? They're built like trash. So I just have like a stack of them now. Every time a buddy might talks about like, oh, this is broken, I'll be like, come to my house. We'll fix it up for you. Linux is a bit 5% market share. Hey, that's actually huge. That's actually not terrible. That's actually not terrible. What do you think about the PS5's design? I think it's striking and cool. I don't have any. It looks like it's from the future, if that makes sense. It looks like you look at one of those like movies or shows where they're like 100 years into the future, and that's their game station or whatever, the game sphere. That's what it looks like to me. Have you heard of Proto for Xbox 360 RTH where you can use older dashboards like NXE and Blades? Oh, no, I didn't know about that. That's really cool. So you can put back the old Blades dashboard then. That'd be really cool to put in a video, honestly. That'd be really sweet. Very, very cool. Did I miss any? I'm missing a few of these. Your Joy-Con video saved my best friend from spending $70 for a new pair. That's awesome. That's really cool. That's like a 3-year-old video now, and it's still saving people money. I think that's what I strive to do, honestly. That's what I really want out of my videos, dude. If you could just help somebody or be a little bit more informed about something, even better. What's your best 100% on Rock Band? Funny thing is, I've actually never 100%ed a song on Rock Band, but I actually have started to 100% songs on Festival. Just because when I was playing Rock Band, I was still like what, 12, 13 years old or whatever. That was not a possibility back in those days. Like I sucked at games. I'm sorry, but now, like, yeah, I've FC'd a few songs on Festival, which is kind of cool. Favorite Deftones song? Oh, thank you, Joshua. Favorite Deftones songs? What's the one? The one that they played at Coachella's? Man, I'm blanking right now. I'm so sorry, but you know the one. You know the one. The one where like guy like moans into the microphone. Oh shit, is that all of them? Damn it. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, Deftones is cool. Taki Udon, Mr. FPGA, your thoughts? Personally, I don't think I'm the target demographic for that, but I see a lot of people that are really, really excited for it. And whatever gets you to the closest like hardware accuracy that you can get, more power to you. You know what I mean? But I feel like I'm in the camp more of like, if software can do it better, I'm cool with that. But I know there's a big market of people who want authenticity, and this is the best way to get that. Do you rock the long hair because you're native? So like my dad's side is technically like a little bit, but like I never looked into it at all. I just like long hair because I like long hair. I don't know. I don't really have like a big reason for it. But it's so funny on my dad's side, there's a lot of men that have lots of long hair, which is so funny to me. Steam Deck 2 somewhere in 2026. Yeah, of course I'm gonna get the Steam Deck 2. They already established to me that they are dedicated in supporting that thing. I love the Steam Deck 1. If they came up with a second one, I'd probably buy it. Like absolutely. And I'd probably give my old one to a friend or something. Favorite book? So like I'm not a very big fiction guy. I'm gonna bring that up right now. I'm not a big fiction guy. But there's a lot of like nonfiction books that I really, really like that I remember back when I started growing in another lifetime, I was going to be a graphic designer, like a freelance designer or an in-house designer. And I remember reading a lot of different books about typography, about studying design and about learning it and how to navigate things such as business, contracts, invoices. Mike Monteiro. Do I still have it around here? No, I don't. But, oh man, it's not here. That sucks. Mike Monteiro had a wonderful book called like You Should Get Paid or something like that really made me feel a lot more comfortable charging when it comes to like just doing business things, doing business things in general. And I really liked that book a lot. And I kept that book with me a lot, like everywhere I went at one point, just because it was a really big resource for me back in the day. I have a question, Jeff. On PS3, PS4, and PS5, when you updated the firmware, why can't you downgrade your design version or you can and I just missed something? You can't. And there's a really good question for that. Listen. Okay, I'm like Because like everyone's like, why can't you just like install? I get that question so much because like I go over it in the video, right? I go over it in the video, and people will still be like, well, what if I just replace the hard drive? It's like, dude, Sony has invested, no joke, billions of dollars into security, to make sure that people can't just go willy-nilly and crack it wide open. Or if it does, it takes years and years and years and years for people to get to that point. Do you really think they're going to be able to be like, damn, we forgot that people could just swap out the hard drive and put in a new one? Like, no, that's not. No. Could you imagine if Sony just kind of like overlooked that? No, it'd be really silly. The real answer is because, for one, on the PS5 at least, the thing is soldered on. The SSD is like soldered on already, so you can't really just like replace it or anything, unless you're cool with like desoldering that chip and then putting in a new one or whatever. And even then, it still has security stuff on it. But the big one is that for the most part, these consoles are designed with fuses. I don't want to speak out of my ass here because I don't remember quietly if they're physical fuses or like virtual fuses. But fuses basically, it's like once you upgrade, oh crap, hold on, my thing froze. Once you upgrade to the next firmware, the fuse that lets you use this firmware gets burned off and just not usable anymore in the console. And they're okay with that. That's by design. That's how they designed it. So once that fuse is done, you can't go in there. The only way that you can do, the only way you're actually able to like downgrade, what I've seen is that some modders have been able to be on a lower firmware, right? Back up that fuse in some sort of way, right? So that way it still has like all the code and information on it. I'm doing like a really big simplification here, but back up that code or the information on that fuse, right? Then update, right? Jailbreak, and then reload in that fuse so that way it's able to go back down again. Cool, awesome. The problem with that is that involves physically removing the NOR chip, which is like another little desolder thing that you have to desolder off of your PS4, and then moving that over to a computer, and then having a way to like interact with that chip, which means you have to have like a specific reader for that. That needs to be able to reprogram that chip, figure out how to read that stuff off of there, get that stuff off of there, put it back on the chip again, put all that back into the chip, make sure that it works the whole time. The whole time you're disassembling the whole thing, and then get that code in there, update, and then make sure you still have the thing on there, and then find a way to get that data onto the PS4. And at that point, people just go, never mind, I don't want to do all that. It's so again, it's like, and again, that's the only way we've been able to do it so far. Up until now, there's like no way to do it, period, on the PS5, like at all, like zero. PS3 is a little bit different. What they decided is that instead of like trying to burn off the fuses or whatever, right? They just renamed the fuse. So instead of like reporting that it's an 8.50, right, firmware, they just report it's a 4.50. That's it. And they just rename it. But that's only because, like I said, the PS3 in the 2000s were like busted wide open. Like it was just destroyed. Somebody figured out how to get like the hypervisor keys or something off of there, and then they were able to do whatever they felt like it. People running custom firmwares and like actually just removing the Sony firmware and then just putting their own firmwares on there. That's how much they've like modified that already at that point. But for the PS4 and PS5, like I said, they learned from their mistakes and they just never went back to it, you know? Oh, sorry. A lot of stuff there. Do you think console hardware modding has a future? Honestly, it's going to be, I say yes, but it's a very small future. It's a very small future where not a lot of people are very interested in it because we're coming closer and closer to like every day you have to have a new update, you have to have new software, you have to have new patches, new this and that. And we were able to get away with that a little bit more on the PS4 and the PS3 and like the OG 360. But now it's like, I don't know. Jville, sick camera quality. Thank you very much. Thoughts on Nintendo taking down YouTubers for emulating their games? Yeah, so big topic about that a while ago. I actually did talk a lot about this a little bit earlier, but the crux of it is that the people that are defending it, for one, I'm not really too happy with them because it seems like they're okay with getting their rights violated on, and it's like if they can get away with that, what else can they get away with? But the big one for me is that I realized a long time ago that's like people making all these arguments about, oh, piracy this, or it's like because of, people, they're losing money on all this stuff or whatever. Nintendo has like billions of dollars. Like they're good. Don't worry. They're not stressed about money at all. The big thing for me is that I think this is their way of showing off that this is about time. They're worried about losing, not money, losing time. And what that means is, yes, Simu or Citra or anything else can have like this big giant update of like, hey, we managed to get this running, or everything is optimized here, this and that, right? And that's going to be really cool. People are going to be looking into that. We're going to be paying attention to that stuff, right? They want to be able to play that. Look, everyone has a set amount of time that everyone has to go out and like spend time on what they want to do, right? And all the time that people are going to be putting into like checking out those emulation projects and checking out, hey, this is cool, things are good, is time that's not being put on the new Switch thing, whatever the Switch 2 successor is going to be. Does that make sense? Like, they would rather you spend time on that because that's what's more relevant. That's what's going to get them more popular. That's what's going to give them more market share when it comes to the next time they want to buy a console for their family. Oh, well, it's got to be the Nintendo console, right? You know, instead of them being like, oh, well, I can just go pick up a little device that can just play the old Nintendo games and they'll be happy with that. No, they want you focusing on this new stuff, the live service stuff, the stuff that's constantly being updated and pushed out every day, because they can actually monetize that and they have more presence in the industry that way, instead of just being like, oh, it's about money, because they don't care about money. Do you think Nintendo really losing out on money, bro? Like, everyone said a lot of shit about like, oh, excuse my language, a lot of shit about like Breath of the Wild getting pirated or whatever, dude. It still was like, I think it's like top 3 best-selling Nintendo games of all time. Like, I can assure you, emulation is not putting a dent in anything. What's up, Vian? How you doing, buddy? I'm doing good. We're just having a little bit of a little talky talk. I think modding consoles is getting harder and harder by the day. Yes. Not only because like they're spending a lot more money into like security and all that stuff, but also just like the incentive is becoming smaller and smaller, because they're restricting more and more things you can do with the console if you decide to leave it on an older firmware or if you can mod it, which kind of sucks. The only way I could see this change is if we somehow find a way for us to collectively like be okay with like loading 2 different firmwares on their consoles. One that's like older and can do a bunch of other random stuff, homebrew stuff or whatever, and then another side where it's like all updated and new, but also like has none of the modding stuff. So I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But even that, I know that was like kind of hard. It took forever for Switch to figure that out. Basically, everyone who has that on Ryujinx already has a console. Something like that. It doesn't matter though, because like I emulate, right? I emulate all the time. I know that Russ emulates all the time. A lot of my friends emulate a lot, right? But a lot of us also own the consoles, and they own the games, and they own the controllers and all the merch and stuff, because like we love the stuff. Obviously, we want to support it in any way. We want to keep doing it, right? It doesn't matter for them. It doesn't matter how much, but you could be like the biggest Nintendo fan and spend like thousands of dollars a year on their stuff. They don't care, because if you're still emulating, at the end of the day, you're going to be spending time on that and not on whatever they're working on right now. Does that make sense? Oh, did you check the new emulator for Android? Winolator. I've been looking at Winolator. I got sent a very beefy phone that I kind of wanted to try it on. Is this on? No, it's on. Red Magic sent me this thing. It's like the anime weeb phone. Like, it's got like a artificial intelligent AI system thing that's just like, it's just an anime girl, dude. It's actually just an anime girl. Point is, this thing is powerful. This thing is a tank. My God, it has like a heating, cooling fan and stuff in there. And it's like, you can get like really, it's a brick, dude. Hey, big ass battery. If there's any contender for doing fun like emulation Windows stuff, it's probably this thing. And I'm just like I said, I'm looking through it still. I'm still looking through it to see what I can do with it. But we'll see. We'll see. You can collab. Oh, let's see. Hold on. One at a time here. What camera to use for your videos? I'm using the Sony a6700. Right now, it's using the Sigma 30mm f1.4 lens. But usually when I'm like filming everything in front of the camera, like in front of for my videos, it's usually the Sigma 18-50. And that's it. But again, I started this channel like a $300 camera. It's never about the camera. I could shoot these on my iPhone tomorrow and no one would care. Opinions on hot dogs. I don't eat hot dogs. I do not eat hot dogs. Actually, what do you call those? Garden dogs or whatever? I eat those on occasion. They have them at IKEA. They're not bad. But yeah. Tips on where to soft mod a 360. You currently cannot soft mod a 360. I'm sorry. You can't soft mod a 360. There's no software modding that we just like run an exploit or whatever. No. If you want to mod a 360, you have to open it up and start soldering some points together. There's no other way around it right now. Unfortunately, it sucks that Microsoft learned a lot from the original Xbox, which was like busted open like I think like 6 months after it came out, and they really went in on their security after that. So there's not an easy way to mod a 360 right now. Fortunately, the soldering the points or whatever on the motherboard has gotten way easier now. So that's cool. Favorite philosophical quote? Well, that's a good one. That's a really good one. Give me like 5 minutes. I'm gonna actually no, hold on. That's a good one. I'm gonna think that through. Oh, I remember. I like this one a lot. There was one that went what do you call it? Just because the pond is quiet doesn't mean you should go fishing for boots. That's the one. Yeah, I like that one a lot. That could mean you put whatever that you want that to say to mean to, basically. But yeah, that's one of my one that I always think about a lot. Just because the pond is quiet doesn't mean you should go fishing for boots. Okay. If you could collab with anyone, who would it be? Oh man, anyone with long hair, I think that'd be really cool. But ideally, I don't know. You know what would be really cool though? Like an actual dream collab would be really sick. Because I know this dude is local, and I could show him some really cool stuff. Austin Evans is very local to me, and I think it'd be really cool to do like a video with him where like we hang out in the studio or whatever, and I just show him like how to mod a console or how to like just walk him through how I repair a thing or how to like I mod a thing or whatever, and I show him like, okay, you can do this and that. It'd be like a banger video. I think it'd be really like the energy and like the coolness from it would be really, really cool. I think. I don't know, just something to think about. Collab with Moist Critical. That'd be cool. Have fun, Prod. I asked her about it. Sounds really cool. I have fun. Take care. Like with Metal Jesus. Oh, dude, that dude's be really cool. Yes, absolutely. I would love to hang out with Metal Jesus Rock. I think his videos are very, very interesting. Because again, his videos don't focus on the latest and greatest. It's just a more of like, this is what I'm really passionate about this week. Let me share that with you. You know what I mean? That's cool. That's a cool way of doing it. When we collabing, I have long hair. Yeah, something like that. Something like that. Have you used Windows 7? And if you did, what are the favorite moments with that at rest? I think people kind of overrate Windows 7, in my opinion, just because I remember when it first came out, people like to think that it was like this perfect OS that didn't have any issues. I don't think people remember when it first came out. It was like really bad. Like I remember driver support was really dry for like a year straight. If there's anything I do like about it, just like the start menu was very consistent. The aerial look with it was very consistent. It's like a nostalgic thing now to go back to like the Windows Vista, Windows 7 era now. It's really cool how much of like an impact their designs have kind of made over the years. So that's cool. Wait, are you streaming on YouTube or what? Like me? Like right now? Yeah. What are you talking about? Yeah, of course. Favorite handheld to use? The one that I always like go back to, honestly, is where is it? Steam Deck. Steam Deck. Like 100% Steam Deck. All the time Steam Deck. Every day Steam Deck. Steam Deck for life. If Steam Deck has no fans, it is because I am dead. Okay? Thank you for the advice you gave me about starting a channel and just overthinking about it and making the videos funny or informative. Just make it whatever you want it to be, man. It doesn't have to abide by any sort of standards. Make it what you want it to be. Eventually, you'll find people that are also in the same, like, niche, not niche, but like the same field as you are and go, oh, damn, I also am really obsessed about that type of stuff. Favorite animal? I love my dog and my cat. Where are they anyways? Where's my dog? Micah, baby. Micah. Oh, she might be sleeping right now. Oh, well, yeah, I love my dog, though. She's really cool. Have you built a custom PC? Yeah, I've built a custom PC in the past. That was my first like introduction to gaming, to PC gaming as a whole. When I was like 14, 15, I built my own PC. I was really excited. And then like it was around the time the PS4 came out and the Xbox One was coming out. And that was, instead of like either one of those consoles, I decided to go get the gaming PC. And I got really sad, honestly, because I feel like I missed out a lot on like that generation just because I was stuck on, I'm going to use that word. I was stuck on PC, unfortunately. All my friends were having these awesome moments playing together, like Black Ops 3 multiplayer, or playing the new Ratchet and Clank game, or, you know, I mean, a bunch of other things where they would just be in a party chat and just sit there for like hours and hours and just talk to each other. That's just at the time, those just weren't things that was a thing on PC. So it just wasn't something I got to experience. I never got to. It's so sad because I remember I was sold this idea of like PC gaming is the superior, best way to play whatever you want all the time, always. It's like, yeah, that's great, man. But if I can't play like multiplayer with my friends, what's the point? You know? But I think the PC space has evolved a lot now. I'm more willing to play a game on PC now than I was like 8-9 years ago. But yeah. I like your camera. Which camera are you using? Thank you. I'm using the Sony a6700 with Sony a6700 with a 30mm Sigma f1.4. If you had to slap a Nintendo character, who would you slap? Person slap Toad. The green Mario fella. Not a big fan of him. I think he might be, let's see. Did you install the mod chip on your OLED Switch or you got someone else to do it? I got someone else to do it just because of time constraints. And also at that time, modding the Switch was still kind of difficult. It's gotten a lot easier now, but it still requires you to be like comfortable soldering under a chip. So yeah. So that's kind of what I've been up to. I had somebody help me with that already. Which is cool. I like your Halo video. Thank you very much. I was gonna ask. I uploaded like 2 back-to-back videos here. What do you guys think of the recent uploads? Like specifically the Halo video and the emulation video. What do you guys think of those? Because like they both took completely different approaches to topics that I've never taken before. I'm very curious to hear what you think. I went way more artsy with the Halo video than I anticipated, honestly. It was more like a passion project for sure. Because I was thinking to myself, I was like, I could just make this another like tutorial, but I feel like it would be a lot more impactful to people if I actually like tried to say something with this video instead of just like making a tutorial video again. And the comments on that video was just, man, they're so nice, bro. Like I was actually like getting emotional reading through them because there was so many stories of like people that are like the teenagers that grew up playing that game, Halo 2, are now in their 40s. Well, they're about to hit their 40s. They're about to hit their 40s. If you were 19 when Halo 2 dropped, you're like probably 39 right now. That's crazy for me to think about. These guys were kids too at one point. These guys were teenagers. These guys were just having fun with their friends, hanging out. And now it's like, now they're adults now. Like fucking with kids and a wife and family and mortgage. I don't know. It was a really cool reflection of like, hey, this is where all of us are heading one day, You're 28 and you started your first game of Halo 2. That's crazy. You're like 2 years older than me? Huh. You were 19 during Halo 3. Oh, dude, I kind of want to do a video about Halo 3, honestly, because that was the first one. I remember looking around and being like, wow, the impact of this game is like ridiculous. Oh, very cool, Chris. Good to hear that. Why long hair? That's my question. I like long hair. It's part of my family. A lot of people in my family have long hair. Do you play Minecraft? Do you prefer single player or multiplayer? I think nowadays the only time I hop on Minecraft is just to play multiplayer. Like that's it. That's it. I only go play multiplayer. The soundtrack for Halo 2 was awesome. I agree. Yeah, it's actually really. It seems weird that like just a couple like notes like that can bring a lot of emotion to a lot of people. Like Halo emulation video too. You make great tutorial videos. Thank you, Christian. I appreciate you. What's your opinion on open core? Hackintosh is kind of going down the wayside in my opinion. I feel like it's becoming a lot harder to emulate. It's going to be a lot harder to justify Hackintoshes now, just because like you can get a very cheap machine that has Apple Silicon already on it, and it'll be fine. It's just really hard to justify using open core or Hackintosh stuff in general right now. Honestly, I feel like. My first game was Grand Theft Auto 4 on 360, but I left it on when I entered Red Ring. That's annoying. Yeah, I remember at the time, there was a lot of my friends that like their Xbox would get Red Ringed, and that was it. We're just like, sorry, we can't play together no more. Sorry, that's the shame. Like we can't play because I'm like 12 or something, and I just can't afford another console. What's up, G? How you doing, buddy? Is YouTube your side job? What is your main job? This is my main job. Yes. It actually takes like a month for me to make these videos. I just do this all day. I just try to make fun, entertaining projects, and your ability to help me figure out with that, like your ability to support me while I do that is like really cool. So I thank you guys a lot. Is it plug time? I forgot. You guys, we a couple things. One, we have a Discord. We need way more smart people over there. If you haven't joined the Discord, I'm way more active over there in between uploads. It's in the description. Go to my Discord anywhere. Like I don't know why you're not in the Discord at this point. It's free. Also, I have a Patreon. Forgot about that part. Patreon. Get a lot of people got early access to like the Halo video and the PS3 emulation video. Like I want to say like days before it went up. So if you want to go check that out too, like super cool. I fixed the tiers now. All the tiers get you exactly the same rewards. If you just want to pledge like $2, you can go see early access videos. That's really cool. Do you play Halo 2 still? I still hop on every once in a while, yeah. But I'm putting my Xbox aside for a little bit just because I need to start working on a project involving rehousing the thing. So I'll see. What was the first console you modded? It was definitely my PS3. My PS3. Do you play Fortnite? I do, and I play a little bit more than I like to admit, honestly. Yeah. Have you tried the PS3 overclock mod? I have not. Is that for Slims only? I want to look into that. That's really interesting. I'm going to screenshot that because that might be really interesting. Oh, hey, look, another super chat. Thank you, Joshua. What have you seen Jack Doherty? I have no idea who that is. I'm sorry, Jack Doherty. Crashing his car. I'm sorry. I'm getting old. I don't know who these people are. What's your next video going to be on? Not gaming related, which is kind of cool. Spotify car thing. This thing is being bricked by Spotify in 2 months. Month and a half at this point, 2 months. But thankfully, modders are already on it and are working on ways to make this thing repurposed so it doesn't become landfill at the end of the year. Very cool. I'm very excited for you guys to see this. Oh, look who's awake. Dog? You guys hear my dog? Yeah, she does that sometimes when there's like people outside. Stop it, dog. Stop it. Stop it. Yeah, there she goes. Do you ever enjoy the act of modding more than the actual mod? I will say there's a lot of times where like I will mod something and then I will go like for 2 weeks straight being like, okay, I got to get the right softwares and then I got to get the right themes and get the right programs and organize it the right way so I can get all my ROMs in the right way and then program and then export them to the right shortcuts. That way everything works together. And it's like, okay, I have my thing now. It's all set up. I'm bored of it now. Goodbye. And that really sucks. Do you still use your modded PS5? I use my modded PS5 for a few things. I'm sitting it in my closet for now, just because like I'm waiting for some new things to kind of evolve in the modding scene before I whip it back out again. The big one being I really want to run Linux on it, and it seems like we're getting closer to finally being able to run Linux on it. So when that happens, hell yeah, I'm busting that out again. The PS3 OC mod can only be used on a custom firmware model. You have a Super Slim, right? Because unfortunately, that's okay. I mean, I don't mind. I also have a Slim model that I can just pick up again for my mom whenever I have to. Because like I have 2 PS3s. I have that one, and then I have a Slim model. So if I have to go pick up a Slim model, I'll go do it. I don't care. What happened to that 2015 MacBook Pro you used to have? Oh man, you remember that? That's crazy. So it got passed down to my sister. Then it got passed down to my sister's wife. Then it got passed down to my sister's wife's dad. And then it's just sitting there now, chilling, just still like a Facebook machine. So there you go. Ever beat Red Dead 2? I haven't, just because like it's a really long game and like I don't have the time anymore for like super duper long games right now. Like I'm trying to get through Cyberpunk, but it's been, man, like I'm like 25 hours in. I still haven't even gotten to like a quarter of the game. Which video game handheld do you use the most? Steam Deck. Steam Deck for sure. Follow-up would be 3DS. PS5 worth buying new in 2024. You can. A lot of people are probably going to be selling theirs pretty soon because of the PS5 Pro. So like, if you can go buy one used, go buy one used. You know. Man. Oh my goodness. Are you a Dragon Ball fan? Are you excited for his Sparkling Zero? I'm not a Dragon Ball fan. I'm actually not a big anime guy in general. Actually, I never really liked anime. You have any comfort games like Stardew Valley? Yeah, City Skylines. Big one for me. Big one for me is I just love city planning. It's the best way to like unwind and relax. I love City Skylines. Have you ever heard of the new GTA 5 anti-cheat that was added on PC and Rockstar servers being attacked by modders and angers? I didn't hear about the Rockstar servers being attacked. That seems like the worst way to get people's attention about that. Or you think they're gonna be like, damn, well, you know, you guys hacked us, so I guess we'll bring it back. No. I did hear about it though, and I also heard that because of the way that it broke compatibility on Steam Deck after being promoted everywhere as Steam Deck verified, Valve is like in talks with Rockstar to be like, hey, how can we fix this? Because this is not okay, which is cool, and that's great. Do you enjoy watching other tech YouTubers, for example, bring the studios? Bring the studios is cool. Like I said, we're actually in the same agency. It's actually really strange. I've been called a few times like a copycat of Bringus, which is so weird to me to think about because it's like, brother, I was here before he was. What are you talking about? Like, I'm actually really happy for him though. He has popped off in a way that I just can't sustain myself, honestly. Like, it's super cool to see him grow and make all these cool like stuff. We cover the same topics just in different, like, I want to say in different ways. You know what I mean? Like, just in different ways. You haven't even posted your car thing video and you already have me looking into buying one. I wouldn't say buy one right now. It's probably not the, I think from what I'm like learning from this thing, it's like, it's probably not the best thing to go buy, honestly. You better be off spending that money like into buying a Raspberry Pi or something. What's your favorite Zelda game? Breath of the Wild is like, it completely changed the game for me. I had an image, I had a mental image of what Zelda games used to look like. And then Breath of the Wild just like completely changed that for me. I still have to finish Tears of the Kingdom. I bought it and I just never got around to it. I don't know. You plan on doing anything related to Apple products? Maybe, but like it's hard to do anything cool with it nowadays, man. Maybe if I do anything, it's probably gonna have to be on older hardware, like the iPod Touch or like OG iPhones or iPods in general. But it'd be kind of hard, honestly. What did you pick on the Portal games? Oh, I love Portal games. I love both Portal 1, Portal 2. There's a lot more mods for it now, which is kind of cool. Like full-on story mods. It's super cool to see. Man, sorry, I've been talking for like an hour-ish, over an hour. Whew. How we doing? Can you get in trouble with pirating games? Please let me know. No one's gonna go out of your way. No one's gonna go out of their way to go pursue you for pirating games unless you try to distribute or sell it. At least in the US. We can do it with a Windows phone. That's a great question. I should look into that. Should I sell my Switch to help pay for a Steam Deck? Depends. Are you looking to play Steam games or are you looking to play Switch games? Do not buy a Steam Deck if you're planning for it to replace your Switch. It's not good enough for that. I've been playing Switch emulation on the Steam Deck for a while, and it's like it's not at the level you need to be to completely replace your Switch. It's not that. But if you want to play Steam games, yeah, sure, go for it. Broken Switch Lite. I like that transparent purple, honestly. Can you jailbreak a calculator? Yes, you can. What are some must-play games I can recommend people just getting into gaming? I would say try and focus on games that don't require a lot of like action. Good ones would be Life is Strange, Detroit Become Human. What else? Like those types of games where like you don't really have to like. It's not a lot of like shooting and controls. It's just like press square and then press this. Those are the best ones in my opinion. Do you ever we can play games? You like Discord game nights? I'll consider it, but right now like my schedule's just been really busy with like videos and stuff. Don't get me wrong. I love the idea of being able to interact with people and like fans and stuff and like viewers because it's really cool. But every time I do that, I have to think about like opportunity cost, if that makes sense, or just like I could be doing this, or I could be using this time to go make the video so that way more of you guys can enjoy them. You know what I mean? Like, so I have to make that trade-off every time. An old video of yours about the water damage switch. What happened to it? So I actually have an update on that. So there's some really cool 3D printing like projects where people can basically turn them into like home consoles, and the Switch still turns on. It's still functional. I was able to hook it up to a dock like literally like 2 months ago, and it still works. It's still alive. The Switch screen though is just not functional anymore. So I'm gonna have to figure out a project where we can just like turn into a home console, and I think that'd be really cool. There is somebody on Etsy that sells them, like these like 3D printed cases. I want to see if I can get him to like maybe sell the CAD file because I want to 3D print it myself. I think that'd be a really cool, fun part of the video. But I emailed him. He said we don't have any plans of selling that, and I'm like, that sucks. Okay, oh well. There's a guy named Better Gaming that sells modding guide behind a paywall. How do you feel about that? I haven't heard of that. And it's so interesting to me. I'm honestly like contemplated the idea of doing the same thing just because like wouldn't say like it's like a behind a paywall. I would say it's more like you were supporting there are plenty of other guides and information and places where you can get this information. But if you want to hear me specifically speak about it, the best way you can do it is by supporting me monetarily, so I can continue making these videos. That's a big win, I feel like, for a lot of creators. Where it's like, hey, you can go get this stuff anywhere, but you want to see me do it, right? So like, it's a good way to be able to go do it yourself, and it's gonna be really cool. For me, it's like a lot of the stuff that I want to cover wouldn't be able to really fit in the schedule in the way that I want to do YouTube, if that makes sense. So to be able to be like, hey, listen, I put a lot of time researching this stuff, putting it into video form, editing, scripting it, filming it, voiceovering it, all that stuff, and then making it in a very easy, consumable way that's entertaining, but at the same time very informative. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind a few bucks for that. You know what I mean? So I haven't heard of that. I will say that if you're looking for like modding information, he's not the only place you can get that. Don't worry. There's lots of places you can still get that for free. I hate him. I subbed him to get some help and never ended up using what he had. $9 a month. The problem is I had a website for pirated games. My country doesn't come under copyright laws from the West. So you're probably going to be fine. German pre. Love your vids. Wondering if you plan on doing a video on OLED Switch Lite upgrade. Yes. Yes, I already pre-ordered one. It sucks, man. You know what really sucks? It kills me. It really kills me, honestly, because a buddy of mine was able to get into talks with Taki Udon and was able to send him like a review unit like a little bit early, which is super cool. He's getting it a little bit earlier so he can make his video on it and stuff. That's awesome. That's amazing. I said, cool. I'm gonna try and get in talks with him. I tried replying him on Twitter. I tried getting in on Discord DMs. I tried looking up him on Discord on his server. I tried a bunch of different ways to try to get his attention. And I never heard anything back. And I'm thinking maybe I'm just not like big enough for Taki. I don't know. But you know, the optimist in me wants to think that maybe he just wasn't like, you know, the optimist in me wants me to think like maybe he's just really busy right now. That's all. And I just got slipped under the cracks or something, because I would post, right? And then like people would be like, dude, yes, get Jeff a copy, He needs one. He's going to do like, dude, like banger video if he gets that. So I don't know, but I did pre-order one. So that's cool. I guess that makes it a lot less biased, if that makes sense, but we'll see. But yeah, it's really cool. I do plan on making a video on it. Maybe 2 separate videos. How easy it's been to use JIT on iOS. I've had a lot of trouble with JIT. Like I've tried like 7 different fucking like programs to get it running. I can't get anything done where it's like actually using it. Damn, excited for the video nonetheless. Thank you, PJ. Appreciate you. There is an OLED upgrade for the Switch Lite. Yes, it's coming soon. I think Taki might already have a video on it because, you know, it's his product. But I think people still want to watch what it would look like if I did it, which is kind of cool to see. But yeah, we'll actually, I don't think he gave ship times just yet. But when it does come out, I'll definitely do a video on that. I tried SIG, side JIT. I had a lot of issues with like authenticating for some reason. It just didn't want to work. It was really annoying. Like I said, everyone I tried it had some sort of issue that I couldn't get around. I tried like searching on like threads for hours and hours, and I just could not get anywhere. But it's really cool you got Sudachi running on there. That's really cool. What's up, Jeff? I have a PS2 Slim. Only played it once. Plugged it up recently. It does not read disc now. What should I do? That probably means that your laser's dead. If I recall, that can be replaced, which is good. You can definitely replace that, but it's going to take, I think it's going to take you taking it apart. But it is fixable. It is fixable. Alternatively, you could probably mod your PS2 if you want, if you never wanted to read disc again, and just like get one of those like network adapters and just load up all your games on a hard drive. That'd be cool too. Your videos are so relaxing. Makes me want to mod everything. That's awesome. That's great to hear. That's really cool. Are you the type to hide inside jokes in the stuff you make to fix when possible? Yes, but like inside jokes for my friends. Because like, I don't know, sometimes they're just funny because like they'll be watching videos and be like, holy crap, I know what that is. Because like we were talking about it in a conversation earlier. Like for example, Feminem is actually like my friend, like IRL and shit. I put her in like a picture or like a bunch of clips in my new video about like Spotify, right? And I was playing her music and I'm really hoping that like she sees it and goes, oh my God, that's what I'm into. Or before, what happened is like I had a buddy, in one of my videos, I hid a wallpaper in a wallpaper, like a selfie, a VR chat selfie, because I used to like hang on to VR chat a lot, and I just put a selfie of us like hanging out together or whatever, and no one picked up on it except for him, and it was like, oh my God, that's me. I'm like, yeah, that's cool. And they've also helped me with like certain spots. I remember there was like a video where we did like playing Xbox like in the middle of the woods, and they were like helping me out the whole time, and you were able to hear like their little quips in the background. They were really happy for that, so that's cool. Do you ever emulate PS2 games on anything? Yeah. So I emulate PS2 mainly on what is it? Actually, I shouldn't say just because I emulate it on one of those handheld gaming ones, like the one, and I don't really want to like promote it in a way because, like I said, I didn't have a great experience with them, but it's a good console for what it is. I just I don't want to like bash them for anything just because it's like. Also, like I said, they sent me the wrong one to begin with, but I do have one of those little handhelds that you guys are probably like from one of those companies that you're probably familiar with, that I play PS2 a lot on, like a lot. How long did it take to reach the hair that long? Looking great, thank you. So I stopped cutting it when I was like 13ish, but nowadays I just do little trims every now and then, and like after like 6 months, it just starts getting back to like down here again, and I get rid of it. I kind of want to cut it shorter, like hosier length, like right here ish. That'd be cool, I think. I don't know. Have you seen Arcane? I haven't. I really should though. I've been kind of putting it off. I've been putting off a lot of shows just because I've been busy. Anything you put in your hair often? No, but I do use a hair mask like once a week. Just a hair mask. I just leave it in my hair and then like I rinse it out. That's it. Rock bro, keep up the great work. Love the video. Thank you, Julio. Appreciate you, buddy. Thank you very much. What is your opinion on Windows XP? I'm not too harsh on Windows XP. I like Windows XP when it first came out. I remember just because it had like that's like the first operating system I remember being like aware of, if that makes sense. But it was very, very quickly overtaken by Vista, if I recall. It was very in my lifetime. It was very like I didn't get to experience it that much until like just Vista showed up. Did you see today's Halo news? I saw that the E3 demo was like released officially. Vengeful Vadim was like tweeting all about it on Twitter. I think it's really cool to see. Release of Switch 2? Is that a question? Apple juice or apple cider? Apple cider is really yummy. I don't drink alcohol, so that's about the closest I'm going to get to like champagne, I feel like. Do you think that consoles will be basically impossible to mod in the future, like Xbox One and Series? Impossible, no, but the incentive is going to be less and less. Like, why would you? It's more like, oh, why would I want to mod that type thing? When are you going to do the haircut video? I'm not done the haircut video. Today I played New Super Mario. They rebranded 343 to Halo Studio. Wait. What? Are you memeing me right now? Hold on. 343 Industries. There's no way. Oh my god. It's actually just called Halo Studios now. What? It's just Halo. Oh, those screenshots look weird. Oh, I don't know about those. Those look different. It looks really strange. These Unreal Engine screenshots look really strange. Man. I'm gonna have to see more maybe. Those screenshots are kind of. Oh my goodness. Oh man. Remake of okay, cool. Halo 1, that's cool. Your thoughts about gamepad's drift problem? Like what? Like in general, all of them? Yeah, I feel like we have to I don't know. We have to like be better at that, and ask for better quality sticks because we've already fixed drift. Honestly, it's not a problem anymore. Companies are just being really cheap about it and don't want to use the parts. Would be better to get the PS2 Silent Hill or the PS5 Silent Hill 2. I mean, I think they both have their own things going on, right? I think like one isn't a direct replacement for the other. I mean, if you never played it, I'd say probably go for. So I know PS2 is getting to that point now where actually some people can't stand the graphics. It's like, oh man, this looks dated. So if you're one of those people, yeah, I mean, go check out the remake. But your hair looks epic, fits you perfectly. We've never cut them shortly. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Watching a jailbroken Switch video made me on mine pay for it to get installed coming tomorrow. Can't wait. That's great to hear, Astro. Let me know how it goes. Sorry, plug time. I'm on a Discord. If you're not on the Discord, go check out the Discord. It's really cool. Just link in the description. Go check it out. Like, we're all hanging out on the Discord. What are you doing not in the Discord? Like, I'm actually very active on there. Astro, send me a picture of your modded Switch when it's done. Like, I'd very much like to see that. You're playing any kind of Cody setup tutorial? No. That's a flat out, I can tell you that right now. Flat out, no. I do not want to get in trouble with any sort of piracy stuff, man. Like, that's a big no-no. I might do it on this, like, whatever I do, outside of YouTube is completely separate from what I cover on YouTube, man, because that's dangerous stuff. People will take me down for that. Oh, dude, modding Guitar Hero guitars. Somebody brought up that topic to me a while ago, and it's like really, really cool. I didn't realize people were like open sourcing Guitar Hero guitars. That's really, really cool. I would love to do a video on that. Maybe show people how to do that. I want to look more into that for sure. So it's definitely on my radar. I have it on my list of like video ideas for sure. Like open sourcing a Guitar Hero guitar. Like that's super cool. I would love to do that. I don't know. Let's see. I struggle to let go of stuff. I have a Switch Lite and other consoles I could sell, but I get to my mind that I might want to play Switch games. That's fair. I do that a lot too. Where it's, I don't know, you know. Well, Kodi himself is in a piracy app. You can use your own Blu-ray rips. That's a good point. That's a really good point. Maybe there might be a way to do this. Night, Joshua. Thanks for sticking around, buddy. Thank you for being here. That's so cool. Any tools you recommend for tinkering? Yes, you need a toolkit, like a standard toolkit. iFixit toolkit is the one that I always use. Although I'm getting kind of tired of their like quality of things. I've been looking into maybe releasing my own, like abides by like my own standards of like what I think I would personally need if I were to start like modding stuff or tinkering stuff from scratch. So definitely, but for now, an iFixit toolkit would be really good. Go get yourself an iFixit toolkit. I'm still looking into maybe like manufacturing my own or something. That'd be a really cool thing to do, honestly. Something that I can be like, yeah, I believe that this is all the stuff you need, and I can trust you that this stuff is going to be working, it's going to be good, it's going to be last you for years and years and years. But what else? Bunch of SD card, micro SD cards, even the really small ones would be really good. Soldering iron, damn it, iFixit beat me to that too. They also have soldering irons, but like a $20 one will be just fine if you're just starting out. Microscope helps a lot too. Good lighting. People don't think a lot about lighting, and they end up doing things in like the corner of their bedroom, and it's just like they're lost because they can't see very well. Get yourself good lighting. Good lighting is really important, even if you don't do YouTube or anything. Get yourself good lighting just because you can see better that way. Taki Udon Switch Lite OLED looks so interesting. Yeah, no, absolutely. Like I said, I did end up purchasing the Mega Kit. I'm really excited to see that. Like, I'm really excited to go see what it turns out, how it turns out. There's just a lot of stuff going on there that I think is really interesting. I tried reaching out to him to see if I can get like an early unit. Dead silence, radio silence. Again, maybe I'm just not big enough for him, or maybe he's just really, really busy right now and I fell through the cracks. Oh well. Any retro stores you go to for games? I do, but I don't want to say it out loud because that's gonna dox me, and I'd rather not do that. But I do frequent stores when I need a game on a really short notice, and Amazon shipping them to take like forever, and I really need to get like a copy of this for a video. I will just call up the game store and be like, hey, do you have this in stock? Yeah, we have this in stock. Cool. I drive over there, and then I just go pick up the game, and it's like $15 or whatever. Not bad at all. Check the stream, and it's almost midnight for me. Take care, T-Marks. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you. I'm calling it 8-bit Dell will get sued for the GameCube controller mod. The controller mod is really interesting just because I really think it'd be really cool not to like modify existing like really old GameCube controller, but I think like new ones, like the new what do you call it? I think it's just like a board, right? It's just like a replacement board, right? Like entirely. Let me go check, actually. I don't want to talk about my ass here. Hold on. Who makes it again? 8-bit Dough, right? Okay, 8-bit Dough GameCube mod. Let's see here. Yeah, it literally is just the board. It's a whole ass board. So what I'm thinking is, how cool would it be is that you take this board, right? You put it into any sort of like, because I know there's like a big community worth of people that just make custom GameCube shells, right? Get yourself the custom GameCube shelves, get yourself some custom GameCube buttons, get yourself the 8-bit Dough mod kit, and then create your own personalized, super unique custom GameCube controller that's wireless. That I think would be super duper dope. I don't know. I think the people are thinking about this in the wrong way. I think it's cool, not to replace existing controller, but like just if it's just the board itself, right? Go make yourself your own controller. That'd be super cool. That wouldn't be a terrible idea, honestly. Did your hair go crick? I have an afro with some height to it. I need some product recommendations. I don't have any product recommendations off the top of my head, just because all my stuff is in the bathroom. But if you do want like super slick hair, like super like how to put this flat hair, because some people look better with flat hair. You know what Flat hair is definitely good for Oribe, Oribe, Oribe hair products are really, really nice. They're a little bit pricey though. I won't lie to you. They're a little bit pricey. Speaking of tools, you ever got any tips for removing stripped screws? I have a Pokeball Edition new 2DS XL and stripped 3 of the 4 screws. Also, use the toolkit. I'll buy one. That's super cool. So, usually, so I remember I had an issue with the 2DS XL that also had the same issue. Usually, so let's say that the screw is like a P3, right? Usually, going up to the next biggest size of that screw will give you enough leverage to finally take it out. Another thing, and I'm ashamed to say this, but I've done it before, is sometimes, listen, for certain parts, like 3DSs and 2DSs, they're actually really easy. The parts are really easy to come by and to replace. So if you want to, just snap it off, just snap off the whole thing if you have to, and then just go buy a replacement part. It's not a big deal. Like, they're like $3 on AliExpress. You're good, dude. You're good. You think there'll be going to be another easy soft mod for the Switch 2, like Switch V1? It's hard to say. I don't know. I feel like we got really lucky the way that we managed to get like software mods for the Switch V1, but everyone in the industry, Sony, Microsoft, and Nintendo are all getting really strict with their requirements here. So, like they're really funneling a lot of money into security. So I'll have to wait and see if it gets any better, but I feel like it's only gonna get harder from here. The only mods we're gonna see are gonna be hardware mods, and that sucks. I was debating just snapping it. Yeah, just go for it, dude. Honestly, why do you have such luscious and beautiful hair, you stallion? I don't know, man. I'll be honest. I feel like I kind of had a bad hair day today. Like, if I can be completely honest with you, like today feels like a bad hair day. I did not have the best hair day. I don't know. But thank you. I appreciate that. I'm glad you guys like the hair. Please do. I want a hardware mod repair my console. That's cool. Modded Switch Lite or modded 3DS from my girlfriend? Depends what she plays. Big one for sure. Depending on what she plays. If she plays all the new stuff, get her modded modded Switch. If she wants to experience like a brand new library of games they probably never experienced, 3DS for sure. Hardware mods are hard. Yes, they are. Let's see here. What got you into modding? Like I said, a long time ago, I loved tech growing up a lot. But a big part of that for me was that I was always very afraid of breaking it or opening it, or like it was always this mystique behind it, right? Like, oh man, what's behind that? It's just a bunch of like motherboards and hardware. And like, if I touch anything there, it's going to mess it all up. I'm going to mess everything up. Until finally, I bought a toolkit and I bought a screen replacement for an iPhone that I needed to fix. And I remember being really like scared to open up my iPhone when it finally cracked. Like my mom dropped it and she cracked it and like cracked really bad. So I just had to get a new phone. Oh well, because it cost like $300 to replace it, to fix the screen. I mean, and I got a new phone, and then like a year down the line, I found my old iPhone in a drawer somewhere. I was like, you know what? It's been a little while. Let me try and fix it. Let's see what happens. I have nothing to lose now. Let's see what happens. And then I bought a toolkit. I bought like a really cheap $15 iPhone screen, which is like really bad off of Amazon or eBay, I think. And an hour later, I fixed it. It was functional, and I put it back together, and everything was working again. And I was like, oh, hardware actually isn't like that scary, honestly. Like, it's really not that bad. I remember when I was a kid, I loved my iPod Touch. It was my favorite thing ever. But I waited an entire 2 years for the warranty to expire before I even considered jailbreaking it. Which is like I don't know. That kind of puts into perspective like how scared I was of like hacky moddy stuff. But once I started tinkering with it more, I realized, oh my God, like it's actually not that terrible. In terms of like hacky moddy stuff though, yeah, I do remember like 2008, I was wanting my dad's iPhone and got like installer and Cydia running on it, and I could play like INES. Do you guys remember INES? And like the beer app and like the gun app and all that stuff. Like before it started becoming like proper apps on the App Store. That's what I mean. He was not kidding about a rebate being pricey. Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot. But it's definitely worth it though. Plan for a Dreamcast video. Yeah. It's definitely in my backlog. It's not priority right now, but because I want to cover like more popular consoles first. Like I definitely would want to still do PS Vita. I want to see maybe I can do PS Vita before the end of the year. That'd be really cool. But definitely a big yes on the Dreamcast video. There's some really cool like SD card mods and like our RGB mods, which I think would be really cool. Appreciate you, and here's to the new content. Thank you, Skeletonizer. I appreciate you, buddy. Thank you. Thank you very much. My first venture into messing with hardware was my own PS2 Fat. The laser stopped reading, and despite all my fear, I went for it and cracked it open and cleaned the laser, and it was open season from there. It's weird, right? It's a weird feeling when you finally like put it back together and turn it back on. You're just like, oh, that wasn't terrible. That actually wasn't scary at all. It's actually really simple and straightforward how all these things work. This one connects to this one connects to this, and that's it. Oh, take care, Skeletonizer. Take care, man. Have a good night. How much you make from YouTube? I make enough to basically make a living, which is good to be able to do this full time and not have to pursue a second job. So that's good. So yeah. Good video to cover the new release Dreamcast in the video when you get around to it. Like games? I know that they're still making games. Like some like really like boutique style like publishers are still publishing games for the Dreamcast. I think that'd be really cool to cover for sure. I love you too, Eduardo. Would you ever make a video on PSP? Yes, absolutely. Just because that one's like the easiest to mod. It's like super easy to mod. And I think, I don't know anyone that doesn't have a PSP. And all the parts are really cheap too. Like it's all really, really cheap, which is cool. Like, and it's super easy to do. And the stakes are very low too, because it's just like, oh no, what if I brick it? Okay, dude, it's a PSP. They're like $30. Go buy another one. Like, you know what I mean? Console doesn't matter if you can enough. Do you agree? Doesn't it look like Nintendo because of the weakest console, but the games are incredible? What do you think? I think it's a clutch for them, in my opinion. They are unwilling to, how to put this? They're unwilling to change around the rapidly evolving market because consumers are demanding different things from their games, and they're using that as a clutch to basically like stick to their old ways, and not in a good way either, because that it puts other people, other creators who want to do more creative things in a bad like position. You know what I mean? Like for example, how we still don't have voice chat. It's so sad. I remember reading Reddit threads, people being like, "Hey, I was playing Splatoon with this guy all night. He was really cool. I want to be friends with him. How do I add him?" And they're like, "There's like no way you can like talk to him or check who he was at all. Sorry." And it's like, that's garbage in 2024. I'm so sorry. That's really, really garbage. Every PSP model can be unbricked too, even PSP and go, yeah, you know, if you brick it, cool, go unbrick it or something, or buy 2 more, or buy 6 more. I don't know, like, you know. I think if Nintendo could stop being so afraid of being too expensive and underpowered, they could absolutely dominate the market. There's definitely a position for them to do that. I agree. It's just, man, you know, like they're so stuck in their ways, and not in a good way, man. What is that black thing on your desk with the circle thing on it? That's just like a port. That's like, oh sorry, that's like just like a AC port. I plug in like my charger into that, and like my USB chargers. That's it. Should cover Hackintoshing and open a new world for viewers. I've considered dabbling into Hackintoshing, but like honestly, the market is like starting to come down on Hackintoshing just because x86 supported operating systems for Macs are becoming fewer and fewer and fewer and fewer. The longer the longer that Apple keeps going deeper into the Apple Silicon architecture, which means eventually they're just going to be like obsolete. Intel Macs are going to be obsolete altogether. And then at that point, it's like, Hackintoshes are dead because there's like nothing left there unless you're trying to find ways to run ARM software onto x86. And at that point, it's going to be really inefficient and like loud and hot and gross. And at that point, it's like, just go buy a $500 iMac at that point. You know what I mean? Like or Mac Mini, you know what I mean? A $500 Mac Mini. So like, I don't know. Let's see what happens. Oh, yeah. Oh, this thing? Oh, this is the car thing. Sorry, I thought you were talking about like, where is it? That thing, or like that thing over there. No, this is the car thing. Yeah, I'm using it as a fidget toy for some reason. I'm not sure why. Yes. Yeah, Spotify car thing. It's like it's fun because like it's like really, I don't know if you guys can hear that, but like, oh man, it's so fun to play around with. I don't know. It's like, it feels so good to play around with. They did a really good job. They did a really good job for the hardware, especially for the price. At one point, they were selling it for like $30, which is crazy to me. I can't believe that. My BF is Eduardo. Put me onto your channel. We are your biggest fans. Oh my God. Thank you guys. Oh my goodness. You've been wanting to get into PC gaming, but don't have a space for PC at the moment. Any alternatives you recommend? Honestly, when I still lived by my like with my mom and everything, I didn't have space for a dedicated PC tower at all. So I just bought a laptop. Yes, it's not the same experience. Yes, you are gonna have to sacrifice a little bit of power in exchange for like portability. Yes, it basically has to be plugged in all the time, but it's easy to put away in a drawer when you're not using it. I think people look past the whole like, well, you're not getting the entire performance of a proper desktop. It's like, yeah, dude, but it's also like 6 times smaller and it can be put away in a drawer or like in a closet somewhere as opposed to a giant PC tower. So gaming laptop wouldn't be terrible. Alternatively, if you want to get into like PC gaming in general, like I just dip your toes, Steam Deck is $399, right? Incredible system for the price. Go give it a shot. I think you'd really like it. And just start building up your game library there. And then as soon as you get a proper PC or whatever, you end up getting more room. Bam, you already have a Steam library that's just loaded with a bunch of games already. You can just start testing out all your games. It'd be really cool. Best laptop in your opinion, Jeff? Mine is laggy as hell because I've had mine for 3 years. I've been wanting to get a new one for a while now. So best laptop will mean different things for different people. If you want the most powerful, beefy, big one, right, go get yourself like an ROG Ally. Sorry, like an ROG Strix 16, whatever the newest model is, right? If you want portability, right, was like but it still have like a lot of power in it. Like for games specifically, asterisk on for games, right? Get yourself an Asus G14. Cool, awesome. Whatever the newest one is still pretty good and it still has upgradability options, which is cool. If you need something for productivity and for work, I cannot stress this enough. I have tried time and time again. Look at me. I tried time and time again to try and get a Windows machine to be like my daily driver for just productivity and work stuff. No matter what I do, no matter how powerful the hardware is, no matter how good the screen is or how good the processor is or how good the software is, I cannot have it as a reliant piece of tech to maintain important business stuff for me. I'm sorry, I just can't. Maybe other people have different. I know, actually, that's not true. I know other people have had better experiences with Windows, or Windows machines. I can't though, dude. No matter what, I've been through like 4 different Windows machines now, trying to be like, yeah, I'm just gonna use this as my main thing. Each one of them has their own issues. I just like, I can't rely on this if I need like a tight deadline or anything. If you're looking for something for work productivity, you just have a MacBook, specifically M1, an M whatever MacBook Pro, right? This one is almost 4 years old, and the entire channel runs off of this machine. Everything that you see on this video, on this channel, runs off of this MacBook. Can you believe that? You're just a MacBook. Yes, it's gonna be more expensive in the beginning, but you're gonna be able to use it for like 5, 6, 7 years, which I straight up cannot say for any Windows laptop out there. I literally cannot think of anyone that still lasted that long. I don't know. Oh man, hold on. A lot of questions. Hold on. I don't know if you guys know this. I actually have like my other monitor, like my 4K monitor, like directly behind the. You see me like looking back and forth. It's because I have my monitor in the back and it has like the chat, so I can look back there without looking weird. Thoughts on Switch 2 allegedly being almost like the Series S in performance? I don't have any merits. I don't think there's any merits to any leaks right now that's going on that I could be like, okay, well, that's valid. Anything at this point is just pure speculation. I don't want to like focus on anything that's like not 100% concrete confirmed. That said, Series S would honestly just be fine. Honestly, it'd be cool, but I don't even think they're gonna go that far, quite frankly. Maybe just like 2x the Switch. I think I heard somebody say base PS4. I don't know. But they've never been motivated by any means to like upgrade based on hardware, if that makes sense. I don't know. Opinion on the Xbox 360 soft mod after all these years. There's no soft mod. Again, there's no soft mod. Unless like, no, there's no soft mod. I checked like 2 days ago. What are you talking about? Any tips on the Sun Linux for the first time? I wish to start with. I'm not the Linux guy to talk to. I'm sorry. All the stuff that I learned off of Linux has been from my Steam Deck. That's pretty much it. Thought you were watching my back, not the 4K monitor. Let's see here. I've been playing heavily gaming on my... No, absolutely. For games, is a completely different... Oh, no, well, there goes my thing. As I was just saying that, it seems like my... So, like, I have a laptop. It's not the laptop that I just started. I have a different laptop, Windows laptop right now that was connected to my monitor. It just overheated, like, right now, and I can't see chat on that screen anymore. I was like, just as I was saying that, it just overheated and just shut down. Like... You can't time this shit. Like you can't make this up, man. Like literally as this happened, like it just okay. So I can't see chat over there. I guess I have to hang out over here now. But like yeah, back to what you were saying. Yeah, for games, absolutely. Yeah, there's lots of great options for gaming laptops. Absolutely. For productivity though, I can't like Put it this way, that one over there, I literally just had YouTube and the chat open on that one over there, and like Steam, and it was somehow louder than the laptop I'm streaming on right now. For games though, yeah, that thing, the one that was showing the chat, that thing kicks ass. Absolutely. Any consoles you own that you straight up never use? I'll be honest, dude. I have not. This sucks, man. Because I remember a while ago, when the generation came out, I was so excited for the new generation. PS5, Xbox Series X, Xbox Series S, and the Nintendo Switch OLED. It was really exciting for a time. I'll be honest, I have not touched my Series X in like 8 months, dude. I don't know what happened. There's just no reason to. I'm really looking for a reason to, honestly, but there's just like nothing there. I'm just like, God, I have to go play it on the Xbox. Because you know what else? A lot of the stuff with Game Pass is also like on PC. You know what I mean? If I'm going to play something, I'm just going to play it on PC. You know what I mean? Which is like better. Hey, kitty cat. Here, come say hi to the camera. Here. Everyone, this is Lulu. Here, let's put her up here. This is my cat, Lulu. She has no tail. Say hello. She was just saying hi. Want to say hi to the camera. Look at her. Look, she has no tail. She's a rescue. Look at her. No tail. Yeah, I found her as a stray, and somebody ran over the tail. So I was like, oh, damn. I picked her up, and we rescued her. That was like, what, 4 years ago? Hello there. You're just going to make yourself comfy? All right, cool. Sounds good. This is Lulu. You're not playing the best game of the generation, Starfield? No, because you know what? I played that one. I was like, dude, I don't think I'm a Bethesda guy. I don't like Halo. I don't like Skyrim. I don't like not Halo. Sorry, I don't like Fallout. I don't like Skyrim. I don't like Starfield. If I don't like Starfield at this point, I just don't think I like Bethesda games. There she goes. Say bye. Say everyone. Say bye, Lulu. Let's see here. What a nice kitty. Thank you. Yeah. ASMR console cleaning video. That'd be cool. I actually haven't done like a proper like, oh, she got hair everywhere. My goodness. Sorry. I haven't done like a proper like over the top, like just modifying a thing video in a very long time. I should really get back to that. I think it'd be really cool. Well, how old is Lulu? We picked her up as a kitty. 2020. I was like leaving my girlfriend's house, and I remember I was driving on like one of the, like the side streets, and I saw a box tipped over. A box in that box was a blanket, and that blanket, it was tipped over, and it was just like empty. And I was like, that's strange. And then literally directly in front of me, in the middle of the street, was a kitty, like a very tiny kitty that would look like she was about to, like, that was it. She was like panting, like it looked like that was it. And I was like, no. And I picked up this kitty. I told my girlfriend, I was like, hey, I'm going to drop her off at your place real quick. There's no way I can leave this cat here. Like, there's no way. That's a terrible thing to do. I can't just leave that poor cat there. And I noticed her tail was kind of like, her tail was kind of weird. Somebody at that point probably already ran over it. And that kind of killed me, honestly. So we're just going to do for like, we're just going to hold on to it for like a few days. We're going to take it to the shelter. A few days, turn into a week, turn into like 2 weeks. Eventually the tail fell off, and like we were freaking out. We're like, oh my God, what do we do? The tail just fell off. What the hell? We went to a vet, and they told us that, yeah, dude, like that tail was gone already. It actually still needs to be amputated a little bit and like cauterized so that way it doesn't get infected. How much is that going to cost? It's going to be $200. We're like, we're college kids. We didn't have a lot of money at that time, but we pulled together somehow $200 to save the little kitty's tail. And at that point, I think we felt like we couldn't just like leave that kitty into a shelter anymore. We really grew up with it. Like, it was pandemic time. We were spending a lot more time inside. And I remember my girlfriend was telling me that, like, at that time, right? We were still living separate. At that time, she told me that, like, legit, I feel like the cat was like the one thing that was kind of like holding her together throughout the whole pandemic. Anyways, that's why we don't eat meat. It's hard to go back and eat meat when you have like a little animal like that like affect your life so much. You know what I mean? I don't know. There's I don't want to make this whole emotional. I'm sorry. Is that a Spotify dashboard? This thing? The CarPlay thing? Yeah. Next video topic right here. Actually, I'm so funny. It's so funny seeing everyone kind of like noticing it. Yes, that is a topic video. The new topic, new next video. It's going to be this. Let's see. What are your favorite games to play with your girlfriend? Right now, we're playing through Breath of the Wild because she's never tried an open world game like ever, and I want to kind of like, oh no, Oh no. My camera died. No. Ah! What do you mean battery exhausted? You're hooked up to a fucking battery bank. What does that even mean? Let's see here. Yeah, what the you're hooked up to a battery. What are you talking about? Tell me you're out of battery, you dingus. What is this? Can I still see that? I actually don't know if you guys can see that still. You're hooked up to a battery. That makes no sense. Let's see. Maybe you just need a better cable. Let's do this one. Nope. Nope. It's still gonna do that. Okay. Lame. Darn. That sucks. That really sucks. Damn. I guess you really hit our limit here, guys. I am so sorry. Hold on. Where's my let's see. Where's my am I showing anything weird back there? No, I'm not. I am so sorry. my battery camera died. I don't know what happened. It was hooked up to a battery bank. The battery bank still has like 50% charge. I think the thing just gave out. Hold on. I have an idea. We're gonna move into like just like general, just like this is gonna look like piss. I'm sorry guys. This is gonna look like piss. There's no way I can I'm not gonna lie to you guys. This is gonna look like piss in a second here, but oh well. Nothing we can really do. Let's see. Properties. Can I use my phone? I can use my phone? Wait, what? Really? No way. Let's do that. Let's see. Can I do that? Yeah, that looks like piss. I look so orange. Oh my god. What is this? Hold on. Is that better? That's better. Okay. Maybe that doesn't look terrible. Man, it just look like you're looking at my chin or something. That's strange. Hello. We're on yeah, I still look so tan. It's so weird. We're on my iPhone now because like the other thing just like died for some reason. Charges the it was charged the whole time. I just doesn't want to for some reason just drain until it died. I don't know. Elgato no signal show just started. I'm literally on my iPhone right now. Like I could like hold on, where is it? This is how streamers be doing it. Like hold on, let me just hello. Look at me, official influencer guy over here. Hey, what's up? New angle. Like look, this one can move. This one can move. You know, isn't that sweet? Do I have a mount for this? I actually don't know if I have a mount for this. I have an idea. Man, this is ain't this something? New angle. Man, the show must go on, I guess. Here you go. I'll put that right there. I guess this is how we're gonna hang out now. Sorry guys. Oh man, I missed so much. What's going on here? Activate Windows. Let's see. Man, whatever. Okay, back to it. Walk around a city and you're 95% of the way back to influencer status. Ah, that'd be cool, I guess. Put you over here then, because this feels weird. I don't know. This angle feels a little bit weird. I'm probably just gonna have to call it here in a little bit. I don't know. Close and personal. You were recommending Switch games from a site AliExpress about a Japanese copy for $20 and it worked perfectly. Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's any counterfeit copies of games just yet now, like for the Switch. So I think you should be fine. Kitty? Kitty's back there. Sorry. Finally, close-ups. Don't be weird. Don't be weird. Come on now. Come on now. Like I said, I never owned a 360 back in the day. Just never. I was a PS3 kid growing up. Thoughts on the death of 343? Dude, I just found out like 20 minutes ago. Like that's crazy to me. They're just called Halo Studios now. Like they're really pushing it, aren't they? I'm not blowing you guys a kiss. I'm sorry. I'm not blowing you guys a kiss. I'm sorry. I can't. Oh man. You have plans of doing shorts? Maybe. I do post a bit on TikTok. I mean, like, but I think everyone hates TikTok for some reason. I don't know why. All my friends are like making full-time, like their full-time job is TikTok. Why would you want to take that away from them? That seems so mean. I don't know. You got a tripod? I do, somewhere around here. But like that involves me getting up and go doing things. You guys don't mind, right? You guys don't mind. Okay, fine. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Why not? Stay there. Don't go nowhere. Jesus Christ.
Wait a minute. Oh. I got this guy. Okay, I got it. I got it. Got it for sure. For this time. We're gonna be okay. Guys, it's gonna be okay. Guys, are gonna be alright. I found a tripod. Incredible. Oh, now you guys, oh my god. That's damn. Let's see. We'll stay put, but you gotta blow us a kiss. What the huh? That doesn't seem like a fair deal at all. What are you? Oh, damn it. I just had it upside down the wrong way. Okay. Dude, I remember I failed math like 3 times in college. I do not miss that at all. Just silly. Okay. Wait. There you go. You want to see my bathroom? Hello? What? Huh? Okay, wait. Okay. I got this right there. This is literally going to be my setup for now. Oh no, my Spotify card thing. Fuck. Wow, you guys are really patient with me. It's just like, I think you guys want to see what this is going to look like in a second here. Okay, wait. Come on. Don't do this to me. Come on. Nope. Stay up. Stay up. And I'm going to be so close, dude. It's going to be so weird. Okay. I think we're ready. All right, we're ready. Let's try this. Hello, that's my Mac. Ah. Okay. Very good. Oh shit. Oh god. I put in emergency mode. Oh no, I put emergency mode on my phone. Oh no, that's not good. I put emergency mode on my phone. There. Again. Oh man, so much stuff. I'm so sorry. So much stuff. We're gonna make this work. Living room. My living room is boring. Okay, there. We're here. Hello there. Look, I got a tripod now. Isn't that cute? Oh no, my shoes and stuff are on that. You don't want to look at that. You don't want to look. Come over here. Hey, hi there. How's it going? Let's put you over here where you don't see like my shoes and things everywhere. I'm telling you, dude. Everyone thinks I have like the giant studio, brother. Like, my desk is next to my kitchen. I don't know what to tell you. Like, is that good? That's cute, right? I think that's good, right? This is my iPhone, by the way. It actually looks pretty decent. Oh my god, it looks good. That's so wild. Shoe game. I don't have shoe game. You know what? I've been wearing the same. That's not true. I've been wearing the same style of Vans since I was like 21. Man. Thank you. It's actually like a little apartment. But like, yeah, thank you. It's not bad for like my first little apartment. I just want to see the products. I'm not taking you to my bathroom, bro. If you came in a movie, what would you do? I want to be the guy who says, but hey, that's just a theory. I want that job sounds cool. Oh, right, the TV. Where's the remote at? Oh shit, it's over there. Oh damn. Come on. Well, it's a Samsung frame. The idea is that like no one's in the living room right now, but the idea is that like when you have guests over or whatever, it's not just a giant black box. It's supposed to be like a picture frame, and the idea is that you just have like stuff playing there, like artwork and all that stuff. It's kind of cute. It's Samsung frame. I remember I was like really excited when I first moved out. I was like, I'm gonna give myself a nice TV, like a really cutesy TV. So yeah. Are you native? I think so. My dad talks a lot about that, but like, I'd be honest, I never paid attention to that. Ignore them. They're finessing you into showing your feet for free. Oh, sneaky fuckers. I see what's happening here. Shelf tour? It's just books, dude. It's just a bunch of books. All of that is just books, plants, books. That's camera equipment. Books, more books. It's just books, dude. I don't have anything like. It's just books. He's downscaled to 720p. I don't know. I still feel like this looks pretty decent. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Like, I think it looks not bad. This is on my iPhone of all things. Like, if I had to do a thing on here, like using just a phone, I think I could be fine. What do you think of AR glasses? They're cool. I want them to get better though. But they're good. They're good though. I could definitely see myself using them in the future. This stream's getting better and better. What TV do you have? Samsung Frame 2023. Because like that's what I got when I first moved into this place.
That's yeah. There you go. At least it looks aesthetic. Yeah, thank you. Have you ever tried VR? Dude, I'm on VR like 4 times a week. Like 4 days a week. Like every day. Almost every other day, I'm on VR. All the time. I got a MetaQuest 3 back there. I like VR a lot. That's kind of where I spend a lot of my free time when I do have free time. Now the stream looks fine. The bitrate is amazing. Thank you. That's good. That's good to hear. The silver outline of the TV is super cool. And again, if it had the stupid little thing, you know what? You guys might actually get a free shot of this. I'm so sorry, Blake. 2 seconds. 2 seconds, all right? Just because like I want to show you what this TV looks like when it's like actually functioning properly. Hold on. Yeah, there you go. That's what it's actually supposed. Look, let's see. That's what it's actually supposed to be looking like. Like just like, oh look, it's just a little painting. It dims down after a little while, but like that's the idea. It's like the TV is not supposed to be just another giant black box in the room. It's supposed to be like a decent looking thing that just like looks pretty in the background, you know? I used to have a smart TV. I'm using a Roku with 1080p old TV that I bought from my first job. 1080p still has its place, I feel like. But like 4K TVs are like what? You can get those for like $30 at this point. Like, no, that's not really. But like they're really cheap now. You know. Jeff has legs. Yeah, I have legs. You guys never see my legs, huh? Yeah, I'm chilling, you know? You guys like the TV? Yeah, that's cute, right? It's cute. Hold on. It gets even better because like, look, you guys get to see my legs again. Hello. But like, it's cute though because, here, let me see if I can just. Come on. Come on. Dude, come on. Don't embarrass me now. Here we go. I can put different stuff. I could put like Italy or like the oceans or whatever. Like you could put the pretty like, you know, the women on there. I'm so glad that's blurred out because I think there's like actual exposed titties on that picture. But like, isn't that nice though? It looks so nice. I think it looks really cute. Oh, it is dim in real life. It's just the phone I think is like making it really like exposed for some reason. 700 price. Oh, dude, yeah, I've been talking all about that. The PS5 Pro is just obscene. I feel like, again, maybe I'm just getting old, but I don't think there was anyone complaining about the graphics of the PS5. They look fine. They look good. They look really good, actually. Like, have you seen Demon Souls, Ratchet and Clank, all that stuff? Like, these games look good. I don't think anyone was complaining about like, oh, we need more horsepower. Put pictures of Lulu on the TV. I can do that. It's kind of cool. What's up, Prod? Argyle from Stranger Things. I keep hearing that a lot. I wish I watched Stranger Things. I actually don't. I never got into Stranger Things. I thought it was scary. I'll be honest, don't get mad at me. I personally thought it was kind of like a scary show, so I never got into it. But yeah, the OG PS5 just the PS4 Pro. Give me that TV now. Do you watch Marvel? Here and there. That new Marvel versus Wolverine movie looks really good, but I haven't seen any like Deadpool movies. Oh, not Deadpool versus Wolverine, but I haven't seen any Deadpool movies. So my girlfriend and I have been like watching the first two. I mean, we watched the first two already, so now we're ready to go watch Marvel versus the Deadpool versus Wolverine. So we're gonna check that out later, probably like when she comes back from her trip. Are you big on platformers? Yes, I still love platformers. Like I said, the lady just beat Astrobot, not Astrobot. Astro's Playroom. Sorry, Astro Play, the one that comes built in with the PS5. Because she's been looking for like a relaxing game that isn't like super heist, like it's big stakes thing. It's just you get in, you play your thing, and then you leave, and you're done with it. She enjoyed the game so much. She wants to get the full game, and I'm like, awesome. That's all I wanted to hear from you. That's all I really wanted to hear. Oh, cool. That's great. I'm glad to hear that it's a good movie because, like I said, I really enjoy it. From what I saw the first two movies, I was like, this is good. I like this. Some of it feels a little bit aged. It feels like 2016, but like for the most part, it's good. I enjoyed them. Can I hack PS4 or play the original PS1 just to retro work? No, but you know, at that point, just dump them and then just like turn them into ISOs or whatever. You should be fine. How much you earn from YouTube, and do you have a job other than YouTube? So this is my full-time job. And in terms of how much I earn enough to be able to live by myself and, you know, rent an apartment and do that. So that's cool. Like that's generally where I'm at right now. Could you Wii modding video? Like I said, Wii Nintendo stuff right now is like kind of sketchy just because Nintendo's kind of like looking for people to strike down anyone that talks about Wii U. Have you noticed with Retro Game Corp? It was a big issue with him. You know, it's kind of not great. Jeff, I'm going. I'm glad I was able to interact. Take care, PK. Take care, man. Have a good night. It's good seeing you. Good chat. Do you have a Patreon or anything? I do. Actually, I do. Yes. Thank you for, yes, I do. So patreon.com/dammit_Jeff. It's actually in the description if you want to check it out. I recently changed it up so that way, like, all the tiers get you exactly the same rewards. So no matter if you do $2, $5, $10, whatever, you're all still getting the exact same rewards. And I've already, like, I from there, I always publish like the early previews of like the videos and stuff like that. People who subscribed last month were already able to watch both the Halo video and the modded laptop video like days before it went live. So it's really, really cool. And it's a great way for me able to like support if you like what I do, right? It's a great way to be able to support and be like, look, I like what you're doing. I want to see you keep doing it. And, and if you want to support me financially, that's super cool. Like, no pressure though. Always optional. Don't worry. Always optional. I'll be all right. Don't worry. But yeah, I'll use Patreon and not Ko-fi. The idea is that like, I want to be able to at least give people something. And also they tend to take the lowest percentage out of like all the other services that I've looked into. I think they do like 6% or something, which is like really hard to, no, it's like 5%, which is like really hard to beat. You know what I mean? Especially when it's like such low margins, like $2, if that makes sense. Because I still want to be able to make it affordable for everyone to join. That's kind of the big thing, dude. You know what I mean? And if not, it's okay. Like, don't worry. The videos are still going to come out. I'm still going to make videos all the time for free. The videos will always be free. It's just sometimes some people want to really go the extra mile. And for them, I have that option to be like, hey, like, there you go. But hey, completely optional. Never expect it or anything like that. Sorry from Carl Rock. I'm actually getting my Switch modded. Wait, what? What did Carl Rock do? That's cool. He's cool. Him and I like message each other on Instagram every now and then. He's like a super chill guy. He's actually like a kind of like a low-key nerd, but like in a good way. Like I'm actually surprised how well like he's into all the modding stuff. I'm like, that's cool that you keep up with that, especially in the midst of like traveling everywhere. You know what I mean? Like that's neat. Thoughts on the Xbox One transition layer? Very cool stuff. Very, very cool stuff. I am excited to see where that goes. I do want to do a video on like PS4 and Xbox One emulation because like they're both going like crazy fast right now. They're like ramping up really, really fast. What are your thoughts about the PS5 Pro, bro? Oh man, like I said, I just answered that. I don't know why that exists, and it feels really expensive, and it feels out of touch for something that's like really expensive. The days of like people going in and like just going, I'm just gonna wait for it to go on sale. That's done. That doesn't happen anymore. If anything, if you actually get punished now if you wait to go on sale. You're just like, at this point, if you waited for a sale, you would have been sitting here waiting for 4 years and still not have a price drop on the PS5. Just, that's not a thing anymore. Are you into anime at all? No, I'm 0% into anime. Like nothing. I don't like anything anime related, unfortunately. And like, it's not because of lack of trying. I've tried like a lot of different animes. Not a single one has ever caught my attention. And it's not something that I find myself really enjoying watching, if that makes sense. It's not something I find myself watching that I'm just like, I'm having fun watching this. So like, not really. You play Pokemon. I played Sword and Shield recently, and I came to this terrible realization. I was like, maybe these games aren't good. Maybe I was just like 5, and I thought they were really fun. And that really pains me because I don't want to say that. Like, there's a lot of people that still really enjoy Pokemon, obviously, right? They still enjoy collecting, they still enjoy playing, they still enjoy fighting, and there's a lot of big people that still watch Pokemon Go. But I think for me, it was literally just like, I feel like my tastes have evolved a little bit, and it feels like this game feels exactly the same as the game that I played when I was 5 years old. What happened? You know what I mean? Let's see. Quiet dog. I plan on getting an Apple TV. I have an Apple TV. I bought it because I wanted to do like running RetroArch on it, but there's some issues with the way that Apple manages permissions right now that I don't feel too confident making a video on it just now. In simplest terms, right? You can route, because Apple allows emulations now. I thought the idea of having an Apple TV that's like $90 is like really, really powerful. So you can go play all your emulated PSP, PS1, PS whatever games, right? Is really cool in theory. In practice, Apple has a really bad like rule for some reason that like you can't access the caches on the apps themselves. So what that ends up meaning is that at any given time, if you run out of space for whatever reason, you don't get a choice in this, by the way. You don't get a choice in this. The Apple TV can go, oh man, I'm running out of space. I need to clear some caches. And then just clear caches from RetroArch. And then guess what? The cache for RetroArch is just all the RetroArch files and all your saves and all your ISOs and all your ROMs. So at that point, it's like, oh crap, all your stuff can just be deleted on a whim, and you wouldn't do anything. You wouldn't be able to do anything about it. So I don't feel confident like talking or like I don't feel confident making a video on that just yet. When Apple finally fixes that, I'd probably be down to be like, okay, let's do a video on that, because that seems like a really cool thing, right? $80, get yourself a really nice Apple TV, run load a bunch of ROMs on it, and just make that your gaming system. That's so cool. That's like really, really cool. I don't know. What do you use for that majestic hair? Like I said, just use shampoo, and then I just do a hair mask once a week. Air dry it. That's it. Did you get the Apple TV HD or Apple TV 4K? 4K. It was on sale somewhere. I think it was at Target that they had them on sale for like $80. And I like ran over there and I picked one up. They told me that. I was like, you got the last one. I was like, yes. Awesome. Fantastic. Any videos planned? Oh man, I dropped it. Where is it? Yes, I'm already working on the next video. Like as we speak, like right now, I'm actually having some really talented developers and modders working on this. It's on the Spotify CarPlay thing. Are you guys familiar with this one? Yes. So I bought this. It's being bricked in about 2 months, but there's already a lot of work being done to make sure that this is saved and not e-waste in about 2 months. I think that's really cool. Do you hate people who destroy tech like Plain Rock 124? I got bad news for everybody. I have a picture. I have like multiple pictures with Plain Rock, hanging out with Plain Rock. Yeah, him and I like ended up linking up at a party during VidCon, and he's actually like chill. I will say he seems like he's kind of like in his own world a lot, but he's super chill though. I don't really have an issue with him. It's all at the end of listen. What that party taught me is that at the end of the day, it's all content. I need to remember this. It's all content. It's all content. I remember I walked into one of those parties and like there was people who were like allegedly like enemies or whatever, like I don't know, like enemies, like they were like always fighting or whatever. They were like talking to each other casually, like at a table, just like hanging out, drinking together. And that was a moment where I was like, oh crap, like all this YouTube stuff is just like for show, huh? Like a lot of it's just like made up drama. Like don't take anything too seriously. At the end of the day, all it is just content. You know what I mean? I'm like a sophisticated bringers, thank you. But I want you guys, it's just so funny you guys keep saying that. Brother, my channel is older than Bringus. It's okay though. I take that as a compliment though. He's a really cool guy, really sweet guy. And again, like we're in the same agencies. It's any day now. I should probably just like hit him up and say like, let's do something together. It'd be really cool. We both cover very similar topics. I want to say we just present them differently. I like USB Loader GX honestly, just because I like the idea of being able to keep the original style, but also still like having it run very like efficiently. And I don't know. I like the look of USB Loader in my opinion. Thank you for your two video. I'm gonna try and relive my childhood and get Xbox Live working. That's amazing, dude. I'm glad to hear that. Thank you. Yeah, a lot of people were like very like sentimental when it came to that video. I think that's really cool. Shit, my thing is dying. Hold on. Gotta carefully do this here without spilling or fixing or dropping anything. Shout out iPhone, bro. This camera does not look terrible. I would actually like probably consider doing this, like recording on this if my camera dies like that again. What are your PC specs? Right now, this is all running on a MacBook. M1 Pro, 14-inch MacBook Pro, M1 Pro, 16 gigs of RAM, 1 terabyte SSD. That's the whole thing. The whole setup is running off of just this Mac. Man, you guys really like the TV, huh? This is crazy. That's crazy. It's a Samsung frame. The idea is that it's not supposed to just be like another black box in your room. It's just, man, you guys like the TV. I should do more stuff in the living room, I think. I'm going to do that, I'm going to do that more often. Let's see. Projector or TV? I've been thinking about getting one of them. I low-key want your opinion. What would you prefer? I would admit. So I ended up getting both a TV and a projector because there's a TV in here, projector in the room. I got one of those gaming projectors, and even as a gaming projector, I'm not like a latency snob, but even as a gaming projector, the latency on that thing is unplayable. I genuinely cannot play anything that isn't like a platformer. Like it's actually so bad. If you want to play games, get a TV. Even the crappiest like TCL TV is still going to give you a better gaming experience than like a gaming projector will. I just don't like it. I don't like playing games on that thing. The tank right here. Yeah, so the lady and I are getting fishies soon, so that's gonna be cool. You're going to see them in the shelves later on. We're already buying all this stuff to get the fishy stuff. It's gonna be cool. I mean, do you guys notice we like animals? Like, we really like animals. Like, they make our life like really nice and like happy and like, you know, they're cool. My childhood is a Fat 360 and the DS Lite 3DS. That's so cool, man. That's so cool. What's Mac or Windows? What's better before getting outdated? I use both. Well, I use all three. I use Mac, Windows, and Linux. I wouldn't trust my Mac to game, honestly. Like, that's not, I don't do that. Cat or dogs? I have both. They're both walking around somewhere around here. Both my cat and my dog. Some of the guys here saw Lulu, right? Lulu was cool, right? Yeah, I'm very much like I have a little bit of everything. Why is your channel named Dammit Jeff? Oh, that's simple. Hello from Holland. Hi. Hello. How you doing? Good to see you. It's simple. It was just an inside joke that I had with a couple of my friends in high school, where like every time I would like enter the locker room, everyone would just be like, damn it, Jefferson. Damn it, Jefferson. I don't know what happened there. I just like, it was very funny to be like, damn it, Jefferson. Like, what are you did it again, man. What are you doing here? Oh shit, there goes my AirPod. But then over time, it just kind of evolved and I just hung on with it. And now I'm just Dammit Jeff, you know? Let's see. Pets you got. Got a cat and a dog. They're both great. They're both rescues too that I picked up off the street that were like abandoned for some reason. It was really sad to see it. But yeah, I got both a cat and a dog. Maybe the dog will make an appearance somewhere around here. I can pick her up and then you can see her. Thank you, Max. Appreciate you, buddy. Thank you. Okay, let's change tell her your cat. I said, pss, 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 pss. Okay, cool. I'll let her know. That's funny. I like that. Let's change the wallpaper here. What do you want? Like a Sahara Desert type beat? You guys rocking with that? That's kind of hard. I like that. What is that, like Rome or something? Oh, or maybe. Wait, that one is sick. I'll fuck with that. I might keep that one, honestly. That one's cool. Your name is Jefferson and not Jeffrey. Just that's funny. That's also my name. And people come, yeah. So my name is actually just Jefferson, but I just shortened it to Jeff because people say Jefferson feels like a last name. I don't know. Never felt that before. Make it a photo of Bringus. That'd be good. I should do that. Do you repair PSPs? I don't repair anything nowadays anymore. It's like not really a thing I do anymore, but unless it comes on my desk and I'm like, oh yeah, why not? I'll fix it. But yeah. Technology Connections. Is that the guy who like has like really in-depth bespoke videos on like the most mundane topics like heaters? Is that the guy? Am I thinking about the right guy? Or like mini fridges? Is that the guy? Bro, I love his content a lot. It's so weird. I like if we're talking about the same guy, but like I like that guy's content so much, man. Like I feel like I shouldn't like this content as much as I do. What are you into other than gaming and emulation? Oh no. Have I lost a personality outside of just this? Oh no. Oh no, that's not true. I love music festivals. Like festivals, concerts, I love that stuff. I love going to those, man. It's such energy. I recently just came back from one recently. I got to see Hosier live. That was cool. Can you tell I'm a big fan of like guys with long hair? Cause yeah, Hosier was amazing. Super cool to see. Yeah, so that guy, I got stuck in. Me too, man. Me too. I listen, don't get me wrong. I really like his videos, but I get the feeling that like a lot of his audience, including myself, just so happens to be of the neurodivergent variety, if that makes sense. Does that make sense? Like, so almost 7 a.m. here, music, Germany. Take care, Toto. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you being here, even though amongst all my issues. Have you seen the new Silent Hill 2 remake? I have. I never played Silent Hill 2 when it like came out at the time because I was like a child, and horror games look scary, so you know. But yeah, it looks cool. Looks very cool. You know. I like when remasters try to like really like respect the look of it, or is it bad? Do people don't like it? I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of cynicism on the internet recently. 7 a.m. here. My goodness. Yeah, I mean it's getting a little bit late, isn't it? Man, I've been here for a little while. Damn. Guys, thank you for being here. Seriously, thank you for being here. Play any instruments? No. I feel like the time for that has kind of passed, and I feel really sad because like it would have been really cool to learn like piano. I always wanted to learn piano, honestly. But you know, I could play a mean FC on Guitar Hero. Let me tell you. You know that I am good at that though. Yeah, I think it's time to call it here, guys. Thank you for coming. Real quick before I leave, Discord in the description. There's a Patreon in the description if you want to see, like, I'm gonna post a preview of the video that's gonna be like a segment of the next video for the Spotify CarPlay thing. That's gonna be done in like by the end of this week. You can finally see like a really good big chunk of the video. Patreon in the description. Discord in the description. If you haven't already joined the Discord, go join the Discord. Oh my god, it's so cool there. Like, genuinely, we need more smart people there. If you're a smart person, join the Discord. Like, genuinely, like, we need more smart people there. Yeah, guys, thank you so much. Much love. Thank you guys for coming, man. It was really cool. My mouth hurts. I'm gonna go lie down and maybe condition my hair a little bit. Okay, bye guys. Oh wait, how do I? Oh wait, there you go. Okay, bye.